Hello, everyone. Toby Burrell along with Jeff Moore tonight for a great night of Swain High basketball. And, Jeff, what a crowd, what an atmosphere we've got tonight.
Oh, it's awesome. You know, this thing's been built up for a long time now, and I'm telling you, the people have shown up tonight just like we thought they would. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. I can't wait for these two ball games.
And it should be good ones. All four of the remaining teams are all on winning streaks.
Yes.
Entering tonight's ball game, so should be interesting. The girls' Cherokee Braves team on a 9-game winning streak. Our Lady Devils on a 4-game winning streak. In the boys contest, it's just the opposite of that. Our Maroon Devils on a 9-game winning streak. The Cherokee boys on a 5-game winning streak.
So something's got to give tonight, one way or another. That's right.
Well, one thing's for sure, Jeff, this Lady Devil basketball team playing much better here since the calendar has turned over to January. They've won, I believe you said, 6 of 8?
6 of the last 8, yes they have.
And played red hot. And among all that it caught us by surprise is the amount of points that they're scoring.
Oh, gosh, we talked the other day. We're at basically a record, I think, since the early 2000s, maybe ever, scoring about 67, was it?
It was 62, I
62
believe.
points
Right
a game,
62.
and I tell you, it's come from a lot of different people, and that's the beauty to watch. It's Lindsay one night. A lot of times, you know, Grace is going to be out, but then you got Gabby Jones. A lot of people are doing a lot of the scoring for the Lady Devils.
Well, for the Cherokee Braves, there's not a whole lot of mystery of who's going to do their scoring, and that's Pooh King, their senior.
Yes.
Outstanding basketball player, and she leads that team in just about every statistical category.
Yes, she does. I think she's the reigning Conference Player of the Year from last year. She handles the ball extremely well, has a great shot. She's just very fundamentally sound in all that she does.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Jeff, the mystery got a little clearer for the girls' picture in the Smoky Mountain Conference this week.
Yes, it did. As
Cherokee defeated Murphy to end their unbeaten streak in conference. Why don't you give us a rundown of how the standings look?
Here's what it looks like so far. You've got Cherokee 7-0 in the conference, 15-1 overall. Murphy, second place, 6-1 in the conference, 15-1. In third place, your Lady Devils from Swain County, 5-3. Then you've got Robbinsville, Andrews, Hazel, and Rosman to round it out.
Well, I'll tell you what, and these Lady Devils have asserted themselves into this thing. And, Jeff, the important thing for our fans to remember, and we're going to say this probably a couple more times before it's over with, is the way the playoffs are done now, where we finish outside of number 1 does not matter.
That's right.
What does matter is we're looking at a 9-10 record, which most likely would put our team on the road, even if we're third in the conference. The fourth-place team behind us, Robbinsville, has a winning record.
Yes.
They could be at home.
Yes, they could
jump us.
So these games are very, very important. You talk about winning 1 or 2 right here, all of a sudden you go from being on the road to maybe getting 1 at home, and that's huge. That's huge.
Absolutely huge. And I think the Braves have their place in the standings, and whether they'll be at home or not already solidified with a great record, 18-1 on their side. So they're going to be at home for the most part. Not a whole lot's going to change that.
No, and that's kind of what they're accustomed to and used to. But, you know, our girls are playing real well right now. I can't wait to see how they react to this setting tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do the national anthem, then we're going to have starting lineups and basketball coming your way in the next few moments. Hang on, Maroon Devil fans.
Good evening and welcome to Swain County High School, home of the Maroon Devils. At this time, we'd like to pay tribute to this great nation of ours with the singing of our national anthem. We ask all in attendance to please rise, remove all headwear, and let all talking and distractions cease. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Miss Hannah James and Miss Catherine Brown.
Stripes
Number 5, Jamie Lawson. Number 10, Pooh Williams. Number 14, Shelby Wolf. Number 30, Corey Tisakowski. And number 50, Tamaya Brown. And now for your Lady Devils. At guard, number 12, Lindsay Hicks. And forward, number 14, Alyssa Smith. And forward, number 20, Gabby Jones. And the other guard, Ayana West. And your other forward, number 23, Tyler Matlin.
Wow. One of the blinding things about doing these broadcasts, Jeff, is you take those headphones off and it's a totally different environment.
I'm going to tell you what, you should have had them
crazy.
on, man. I'm telling you, it's pretty loud through these. Give me chills. I'm ready to get this thing going.
It was crazy. So we're ready to jump it off. It'll be Shelby Wolf and Taylor Medlin to do the honors. Swain again tonight without the services of Grace Cabe, who is still out. So they're playing shorthanded again against one of the top 10 teams in the state in the Cherokee Braves. Wolf all the way to the basket, blocked. Medlin comes away with it. The Braves will pressure the ball continuously.
Yeah, that's not going to let up at any point tonight.
No, it will not. And they have 4 or 5 players with over 4 steals a game stat-wise.
Holy cow.
So Hicks will start the offense now. The Braves come out to trap that. There's Smith wide open. She ball fakes, goes inside, back to Hicks, stolen by Pooh King. King races the other way with it, doesn't have the numbers, pulls it back out. She's their leader. She's their heart and soul. That's Pooh King, number 10. Braves work the ball on the perimeter now. Back to King, guarded by West. Passed off to Smith. Smith now. Pass stolen by Hicks. She goes the other way with it. She's going to try to win the foot race and does. Lays it up. It's off and rebounded out of there by Tamaya Brown. Brown brings it up a little uncertain at this point. Here comes Hicks behind her and knocks it away but unable to secure it. So 7-11 remaining in this first quarter, Jeff, and it's been frantic already.
Frantic pace, I tell you, up and down both sides. One layup right there. We've got to convert those if we have a chance to win this ball game tonight.
Absolutely. Brown with the ball fake goes all the way to the hole, and there's the first foul of the game against Gabby Jones. And, Jeff, one of the factors coming into this game,
he called it on
Hicks. That was Jones down there. That could come back to haunt us. But one of the factors that may play into this game tonight for the Lady Devils is depth. We've seen the bench shorten quite a bit in the last couple of ball games. It's almost been an 8-person tight rotation. And so any amount of foul trouble will throw that into chaos.
Not to mention the atmosphere tonight and just the type of game this is. Those freshmen, they got their hands full tonight for us.
They do. So the Lady Devils trying to break the pressure. West across half court with it. Slings it all the way across. Medlin with a spot up 3. Oh,
in and out.
West underneath with position, and she's going to draw a foul on Shelby Wolf. Wolf, a 5'9" junior for the Braves, and Swain will retain possession here on the good play of West underneath getting possession. So the Lady Devils look to get it in. West will get it. She turns the corner, tries to get all the way to the hole. Kicks it back to Smith. 3 on the way from Alyssa. That's good.
That a girl.
So Alyssa Smith puts the Lady Devils in front 3-2. West picks up King. King races by, hands it off to Brown. Medlin's got her. Both teams in man-to-man so far. Passed off by Tisa Teskey. It'll be out of bounds off of Swain, and Cherokee basketball from right in front of the very raucous cheerleaders and student section, which tonight, unlike Tuesday night, Jeff, is full.
It's full. I just want to add the word raucous to them, though. They've got to get up and get going.
They do have to. Medlin tips that one away. Comes away with a steal. Now looks for an outlet, finds Hicks right in front of her. Hicks will be dogged by 3. Passes it to Medlin. Medlin waits, kicks it back to Hicks. Hicks tries to go, and there's an over and back call. And it will be Cherokee basketball right there. And you see Cherokee's strategy, Jeff, 4 players in that one group on 2.
And you've always got to know, anytime you get the ball possessed, going towards the basket, they're coming from behind at all times. That trap is always going to be there.
So King to set the offense now. You cannot see the side underneath Jeff and myself, but it is full as well. So a lot of people here tonight,
yes,
capacity crowd, standing room only. Now Swain works it up court. Smith takes a dribble. Hicks goes all the way down to Medlin. Medlin goes back cross court to Jones. She ball fakes, drives to the basket. It rolls around and out. King with the rebound, races the other way. Smith heads her off. Now West picks her back up. It looks like the strategy is going to be for Ayanna West to guard Pooh King tonight. West certainly with the athleticism to do that, Jeff, but already 1 foul on Ayanna, and also as she is only a sophomore, and King a veteran senior right there switching off on the screen inside, and that one rolls home for Shelby Wolf, the Lady Braves' tallest player. Wolf is 5'9", Tisa Teskey 5'8". The Lady Devils probably don't go over 5'7", and that's probably stretching.
Yes, absolutely.
And that may very well be Lindsay Hicks. Lindsay's hit a growing spell in the last year, and she may be the tallest Lady Devil out there right now. So Hicks with the ball against the trap. Smith's got it, looks ahead to Medlin. Swain beats the trap, no problem. Medlin pushes the advantage. Left-handed runner goes off. West battles for it, forces a jump ball over there.
It'll stay us.
And it will stay Swain basketball. So from underneath their own goal, Hicks will inbound. Guarded by King. And she finds West to outlet to. West handles the ball up top to set the offense. Crosses over, hands it back to Hicks. Hicks with King on her. Ball fake, goes inside. Jones thinks about it. Ball fake all the way to the hole. She's hit. Girl. And that may be on Pooh King. No.
3-0.
That'll be on Tisa Teskey, the sophomore. So Gabby Jones, who's really played well, is among that crowd of Lady Devils who have played extremely well since the calendar's turned. Jones misses that one, and we'll have a second one to her credit here.
And that's really been her go-to move now, is try to get the ball into the paint, get to the free throw line. That a girl. Knocks it down.
So 5-3 Brave, 5-4 Braves in the lead here early on. That's all the way to the hole. They'll be called on Smith as Tori Tisa Teskey tries to go to the hole. And now the Braves with the first substitution of the night, and it looks like it's going to be Raylan Bark into the game for Tamaya Brown. So Bark checks in, Brown checks out. Inbounded to Tisa Teskey. She puts it on the floor, passes it back to Bark. Now Bark goes all the way. Kicks it to Wolf. Wolf brings it back out, sets the offense back over to Tisa Teskey.
Hard to say. That score was wrong, Coach. Now it's right.
No, it's not.
Now it's not.
Tisa Teskey with a long 3 off of that offensive set puts the Braves back on top. And that one fumbled out of bounds by West over on the Swain side. It'll be Cherokee basketball. And Ashton Yance in for Alyssa Smith. And Braves into the lineup will be Melly Jackson and Carla Wolf. And they will control the ball. Bark will bring it up. Bark only a freshman for this team, guarded by a freshman in Ashton Yance. There's another 3 on the way by Tisa Teskey. Banks off. West comes out of there with it, finds Hicks. Now Hicks will have 2 on her, ahead to West and into the front court now. King picks her up. It's hit. Almost stolen. West comes out of there with it. Hands it off to Yance. To Jones. Nobody
nice
on
look.
Gabby. Gabby goes all the way to the hole and is fouled on the play by Raylan Bark. So Jones will go back to the free throw line, score 7-4 in favor of the Braves, 4:22 in the first. So Gabby Jones with a pair to her ledger. Fouls are even at 3 for both teams. Jones misses the first again and will now shoot the second one. Off the back iron.
There's
West with
Ayala.
a rebound, lays it up and it rolls off. Goodness sakes.
Jim it.
King ahead to Wolf, who tucks it, goes inside. Jones blocks it, and it goes out of bounds off Gabby Jones. Tori Tisateski will be the trigger person for the Braves. And she kicks it in to Bark. Looks to reset, looking for Tisateski in the corner, dogged closely by Medlin. And now down inside is Jackson, a 5'7" sophomore, and Gabby Jones reaches over the top and picks up the foul. Taylor Collins will check into the lineup for Iona West now. So Yance and Collins, freshmen, into the Swain lineup. Tisateski inbounds it to Bark again as they rotate it around quickly, looking to get her in the corner for a three. She comes off of it driving, looks inside, back outside. The Braves reset now. We're under 4 minutes in the first. That's Jackson trying to work her way in, kicks it back out to Wolf for a three, bounds off, but there's Bark, and Hicks swats at it, and Bark gets that shot to fall, and that'll be 2 fouls on Hicks, unfortunately, because that first foul was not on her.
No, it wasn't.
And it didn't get corrected, so now Lindsey Hicks with 2 fouls, and Bark will go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity. In is Tamaya Brown again. She gets Tisateski. And the Braves are up by 5, looking to make it 6 here with 3:43 remaining in the first period. Bark's good on the free throw. It's a 6-point bulge for the Braves. So Medlin with it across court. Yance sets and fires, rattles out, and here comes Pooh King with the rebound, steaming into the front court. Nobody picks her up. She goes all the way to the hole. It rattles out, and Jones with a rebound. Picked up by 3 Braves, and she looks for help, and it falls out of there to Hicks, who looks back to Jones. Ball fake, pushes it ahead to Collins, back to Medlin, and the press is broken, but stolen in there by Jackson. They kick it ahead to Wolf, who goes all the way across court to King. Medlin almost with a steal. King comes back up with it. Now we'll reset from the top. Subs at the table for the Lady Devils. It will be West and Smith to re-enter the lineup. Jackson way out from the basket. Bark looking to get off the screen. Collins picks her up in what could be 2 mismatches. They switch back. King all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Pooh King with the basket. So Swain beats the press again. Yance on the wing. They look to double that up. It's off of Wolf over on the side. Jamie Lossy checks back in for Pooh King for the Braves. Jones and Medlin are out. And that will bring Smith West back into the Swain lineup. Hicks directs traffic for the Lady Devils. 2:28 in the first. Quickly back into the lineup, Shelby Wolf for Malia Jackson. That's Smith. Stops back to Hicks. Hicks back to Smith. 2-man game over there. She looks inside for Taylor Collins. Passes it back. Inside. Batted away. Collins grabs it again. Hicks thought about a three. Fires it to Smith. And some frantic basketball again. She goes all the way underneath. Tries to lay it in and can't. And there's a rebound by Brown. And she is fouled by Taylor Collins. So the Lady Devils, Jeff, are precariously close to putting the Braves in a 1-1 situation here at the 2:09 mark of the first quarter, and that's not good.
That's
news.
not a good thing, as you know as well as I do. If we put them on the stripe, they're going to be good free throw shooters. Plus, it's going to stall the game a little bit and give them more offensive opportunities.
So they work it again, looking at Wolf inside, trying to post up West, working really hard. Both players, Wolf up with it and in. Not a whole lot Iona West could do that time. Hicks brings it across now. Collins with it. There's those 4 Braves looking to get it. The Lady Devils have numbers. It's just hard to get those numbers to work in your favor. And Hicks with a 3, and that's breaks a long scoring
Yes, it
drought
does.
for the Lady Devils. 14-7 now with 1:26 remaining. And Bark is taking over play-making duties. 3 on the way. That one rattles off. Yance with it, hands it back to Hicks. Hicks kicks it ahead to West. Anna can't chase that one down. It'll be out of bounds, Cherokee basketball. Jones and Medlin quickly back off the Swain bench, a quick breather. This is Michael Turner's way of keeping his troops fresh with about 8 players. So now Raylan Bark, the freshman guard, will bring it up. Seems like we always say that about these Braves.
Yes.
There's a freshman
You're
out
right.
there to get major minutes for them. And that's Brown going all the way around, hands it off. Shot is off the backboard stanchion, no call. Should have been a dead ball, I think,
Yes.
when it hits that pole.
Yes, it is.
So Hicks and West walk it up. Here's Medlin getting into the fray to help with the ball handling. Hicks left alone for a 3, rattles that one off. Smith with a rebound, and it will be Cherokee basketball. Quickly, King and Tisa Teskey off of the Braves bench, back in for offense here with 41 seconds left. Yance quickly off the Swain bench, but not quick enough. They couldn't get her in. So now King will work against West. The Braves flatten out in their offensive set. Screen coming. Medlin and West switch it, and there's a foul on Jones again.
It's going to be Gabby's second.
And really and truly should be her third.
Yes, it should.
So back to the line will be the Braves. Tori Tisa Teskey will be the shooter. That one rattles around at home. So far the Braves 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Jones checks out. Yance checks in. Brown out for the Braves, and Wolf back in. Shot from Tisa Teskey rattles around and falls in. Swain inbounds, Medlin quick with it, ahead to Yance. Yance goes to her left well, goes that way now, has it dug out of there by King, and King will force a jump ball turnover, and it will be Braves basketball. So 21.2 seconds left. Taylor Collins quickly up off the bench. Lindsey Hicks will get a breather here. 16-7 your score at this point. Swain shooting 16.7% for field goal, and the Braves shooting 36%. And just weaving in and out. Smith with a foul there.
2 on Alyssa.
On Carla Wolf, as the foul trouble for the Lady Devils mounts at a staggering rate.
3 starters already with 2 fouls. Lindsay, Alyssa, and Gabby.
And we've already talked about the depth being an issue for the Devils off of their bench tonight. And 5 of 5, 6 of 6 from the free throw line is the Braves. Raylan Bark back in for Pooh King. So King will get to rest here with 10 seconds basically remaining in this first quarter. The Braves 7 of 7 from the free throw line. The Lady Devils 1 of 4. It's been a big difference in this game. Now Taylor Medlin and Alyssa Smith will have to work against this press. West with the advantage. Sets herself, goes back, but right there is Wolf, and that's going to do the quarter. But the Braves with a big lead here of 11 in the first quarter, 18-7 in favor of the Cherokee Braves. In this situation, and Medlin, so they'll dog both of them well. Medlin with the ball in the corner, back cross court, King with a steal. Hicks really can't do anything about that.
That's let her go.
And King lays it in for the Braves.
And that's going to be 3 on Alyssa.
On Smith. And that will send Tisa Teskey back to the free throw line where they have really made their way, Jeff.
Oh, gosh. 7 for 7 so far. Most of them have hit nothing but net.
Tiesetesky leads the Braves with 5 points so far, make it 6. And that lead is ballooned now to 21-7. Yance in for Smith, who, as you alluded to, with 3 fouls. And Tiesetesky back to the line again. That one front rims goes in. The Braves getting all the rolls, and the Lady Devils getting none of the rolls so far in this one. So Medlin's got it beaten. Here comes the trap from behind, cross court to Jones, inside to Yance, back to West, to Hicks up top. She fumbles it momentarily, but gets it back. So a 3-2 zone for the Braves, and the Lady Devils will counter with Jones moving through the zone area to try to draw attention. If you're wondering, the 2 shooters in the Swain group right now is Lindsey Hicks, number 12, and Taylor Medlin, number 23, and that one fumbled away. King with it. She'll race the other way and pull it back out to set the offense. Passes it over to Brown, sets herself for a 3, shot on the way. It's off Medlin with a rebound. Back passes it to Jones, who flips it back to Hicks. And now King almost got that one. She winds up in the scorer's table. Jones all the way to the hole and lays it in. Finally a roll for the Devils, rather. And that makes it 22-9 here with the 6:34 mark in the second period. All the way to the hole is King. Felt she got fouled, no call. Hicks steams the other way, goes all the way to the hole and draws a foul of her own. So Lindsey Hicks will get some free throws out of it. And that's going to be on Tamaya Brown.
Her first.
And only the Braves' 4th in this one, but Hicks will have 2 free throws at this point to cut this into a 10-point lead, but she misses the first. And now we'll take the second. Up and rattles home for Lindsey. So 22-10 now your score. Tiesetesky with a hesitation, pull up, pop, and stop at the free throw line. Misses it. Yance pulls it down. Can she hang on to it? And there's Jamie Lossy stealing that possession.
4'11" of her.
Yeah, by reaching in there. You're almost better off in this environment to just go ahead and put the ball on the floor when you're getting a rebound and try to go the other way. Blocked by Medlin, and it goes in anyway. That's just Brown working in there. She's only 5'7", so she doesn't hold any height advantage out of that. And that's a travel on Jones. That's exactly what this press makes you do, is do things you're not comfortable doing.
Absolutely, and right now with the lineup we've basically got 2 kind of comfortable ball handlers, and that's tough against that look.
Yeah, and that's timeout, 30-second timeout by the Lady Devils coach Michael Turner, and we'll set the stage to Highlands tomorrow night go this Swain team. Then next week it'll be senior night here at Swain High School on Tuesday against Andrews. And after that, Swain's on the road the rest of the way, Jeff. So if anybody wants to watch these Swain teams who have been fantastic this year, they need to get out. Next Tuesday is going to be the last call for those. And then, believe it or not, we're right upon conference tournament time and the playoffs. It's hard to believe. This season's went by pretty fast in my mind. It really has. So Cherokee ball from underneath. It'll be kicked in by Lossy. She comes off the screen, tries to go inside and can't. Hicks with the steal. She will go the other way now. Pulls it back out. Kicks it to West. West turns and heads inside. Kicks it back to Hicks. And Iona's really, as a sophomore, doesn't feel that backside pressure coming like a seasoned
No, she don't. And it's just this constant pressure. It keeps you on edge all the time, especially if you're the least bit uncomfortable with that ball. You're way on edge.
You really feel like at times you're playing against 6 or 7 maroon shirts out there instead of
in about 36 sets of hands.
So here comes Pooh King on the break against Medlin. Medlin challenges it and causes the miss, but can't get the rebound. And here comes Brown charging down the lane. Misses the shot. Jones gets the rebound. Fights off a couple, and there's a foul call on Jamie Lossy, as you alluded to, the 4'11" sophomore. And again, Jones able to get out of that because she was willing to try to put the ball on the floor.
Yes.
Swain moves quickly. Medlin into the front court, as you said, one of the 2 Swain ball handlers. Kick back to Hicks.
That's a good look.
At a 3. Back iron, though. Yance with a rebound, and she's pushed on that rebound attempt by Tori Tiesetesky.
Be her second.
So Ashton Yance creating a little trouble inside. The only person for Swain on the boards that time, as everybody else was willing to try to get back and keep them from getting out on a break. shot by Medlin is
Knocks
good.
it down.
So 24-12 now.
As Cherokee works the ball above the three-point line. The drive by Wolf kicks out to Pooh King. And the ball will be knocked out of bounds. And it will be Lady Devil basketball.
4:44 in the second. And now they're going to back out of the pressure just a little bit here and go to a half-court version of it. The pressure never really ends.
No.
It just varies as to where it's at. Its shape and dimension. Hicks on the wing to the corner to Jones with it. She's doubled immediately. There's what we're talking about. The double-team pressure just never really ends. So into the game comes Bark and Wolf.
You know, I didn't know a whole lot about this Cherokee girls team coming into this, but they're a little deeper than even I thought they were. They play a lot of people. So Hicks inbounds the ball to West, and we're going to get a foul. Is that going to be on 30? That's Tisa Teskey. That's her third, Coach.
I'm with you, Jeff. I really didn't expect this team to be as deep as they
No.
are. That's been surprising, and also lends to why they're as good as they are, much along the same line as the Swain men's team. With that depth, you can just come with so many different people and so many different attacks and eventually wear your opponent down.
And, Coach, I did not realize this. I look at our sheet, and she's the player of the year, but she's the only senior that I see on that list.
Yeah, and it's a young team for
Wow.
the Braves. They have, as we've said, freshmen out there in Raylan Bark, a bunch of sophomores. Iona West makes good on the first one and now has a second one for her troubles. It goes as well, and Iona has pulled Swain back to within 10 here at 4:27 in the second quarter. So West guarding Bark out there on the perimeter. Lossie back to Bark. Bark goes inside. Tori Treadway, who just checked in, stepped to help, and nobody was able to rotate over and take Tori's player, and that made it wide open. Treadway to West to the corner. Treadway breaks wide open, and it almost went. Nice job by Tori.
Number 5.
Streaking to the block, and that's on Lossie.
Her second.
And Jamie Lossie has got to be a player, Jeff, that gets by with a lot down low because she is low to start with, so she has to be able to get in at that body and be able to get a little push in to have any kind of leverage at all. Tori Treadway makes her first and now has a second one. We're close to both teams are now in the bonus, so we'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. That one rattles around and off, and out of there comes Shelby Wolf. Hicks has to back off, and Lossie check that. Wolf lays that one in.
Now they extend it full court again.
So here comes Medlin. She finds West all the way across. It goes out of bounds. Cherokee ball. Wow.
Ooh, boy.
I did not see it that way.
No, sir.
This is really one of those situations where Swain's large people, we say big, they're not tall by any stretch, but they've got to do what Gabby Jones did and be able to put the ball on the floor and separate themselves a little bit like Cherokee's doing when we apply that pressure to get themselves free and then look up court and make something happen.
Yes, because every dribble or two they can take is one less that some of our guards are having to take right now with all that pressure on them.
So this is Melly Jackson at the line. She's a sophomore, and into the game comes Pooh King.
See if I can jinx them right here. That's 10 of 10 from the free throw line.
Jackson's second one, and you did jinx them.
Don't look good. That's going to be on the line.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get that force-out call like you really need to get in that situation.
No.
It's a block charge situation, and a lot of times the officials will just bail themselves out by calling it out of bounds. King off of about 14 screens, and it hits her in the foot. Bad pass, and it will be Lady Devil basketball. I wonder maybe at halftime and see what the score was. Cherokee, they are
right now we're 5 of 9.
And the Braves, on the other hand, 10 of 11. Jones has been to the line a few more times than anybody else in the Swain lineup, I believe. She
yes, this is her.
2 of 5 now.
Yep, 2 of 5.
But Jones with a second one now, 29-18. The Lady Devils have hovered
Knocks
around a 10 to 12 point deficit so far in this first half. 2:35 remains in it. Capacity crowd here at Swain High. It's good to see. That has been Gabby's not going to win that foot race, and she's not going to get any help officiating-wise on that call. And now the Braves have all sorts of numbers. And now there's a foul call.
Wow.
Disappointing how that works, Jeff.
It is, absolutely. I mean, that's no different to me than what just occurred right down here.
I agree. Of course, I see things through a maroon and white haze. But definitely a fortuitous break and a fortuitous bounce for Tamaya Brown, the junior. 30-19 now your score. I was getting back to asking, I wonder what the score was in the Murphy-Cherokee game.
Yes, we need to try to find that.
Because I could see that the Bulldogs would have a lot of difficulty with this pressure.
Yes, me too. We noticed when we played them how unsure really their ball handling skills were, and I'm sure that was tough on them.
But if they were able to get it across half court,
right.
They have a distinct advantage on any team that we've seen
yes.
in any classification with the amount of height they've got. Treadway back to the line. She misses the first one. 2:19 now, and Bark checks back in for Wolf. So the revolving door continues for the Braves over there, and the Lady Devils with a tight 8-girl rotation. We'll see how that ends up wearing the Lady Devils down before this is all said and done. 30-19, 2:19 left. Across the court is Pooh King, guarded by Yance. She kicks it to the wing, and that's Wolf with a shot, and we got a foul underneath on Jackson. It'll be on Treadway again. I'm not sure if we shoot on that. Was it player control? It looks like we are going to shoot. So Tori Treadway, who's getting extended minutes here with Alyssa Smith's foul trouble, will go back to the free throw line.
The value of technology. 50-40.
50-40. I would rather imagine that the Bulldogs can make it a little tough on the Braves being able to shoot layups in the paint with the amount of height they've got.
Yes.
Too. Treadway misses the first. She'll have a second one coming her way now. That one off the rim. Jones with a rebound, tries to go up left-handed, misses it. Yance yanks it away and lays it in. Ashton Yance with the offensive stick back. Now King will slow things down as we're just a couple of ticks under 2 minutes before the half. King works up court against Yance, hands it off to Bark, who works against Lindsey Hicks. Back to King in the corner, 3 on the way from the Player of the Year in the Smoky Mountain Conference. And you expect that from Pooh King, the senior leader of this team. So Hicks brings it up, 3-2 zone again for the Braves. Medlin to Hicks. Hicks clean looking at 3. It's off over there, right in the hands of Ashton Yance, who lays it in.
2 in a row for Ashton.
Offensive work on the boards. Ashton working really hard on the glass. King tries to trail by her, hands it off to Brown, back over to Wolf, Shelby Wolf. She hands it to Bark underneath. Medlin cuts her off, and there's Brown with the 3 on the way, and it's off. Treadway saves it over there. Then kicks it underneath, but there's Bark stealing it from Hicks. Hands it off underneath to King, who lays it in. So 35-23, we're under 1 minute before the half. And Lindsey Hicks brings it into the front court. The only Lady Devil who has not come off the floor at this point, I believe. No, she took about a 10-second break at the end of the first quarter.
That's right.
She does have 2 fouls, so she's having to be very cautious on defense. Yance tries to go baseline. Nobody to pass it to. Somebody move and help her. All 4 Lady Devils standing still on that play.
Yes, they were. About to be a breakout situation. King in the corner.
She goes baseline by Medlin, kicks it back out to Brown. Brown on the floor, goes all the way to the hole, and a block call on Treadway underneath.
Her second.
The Braves on a 17-16 pace in this quarter, but in the first quarter it was 18-7. So they've run away, and the Lady Devils have managed somehow to hang around in this one. West back up off the bench will get Treadway, who you got to feel like gave the Lady Devils some quality minutes.
Yes, she did. She absolutely did.
So back to the line goes Tamaya Brown. Brown's second free throw rattles out. Jones has it ripped out of her hands by Pooh King. You can see why she averages 6 assists a game. She twirls in
Holy
and throws
cow.
it up and gets it to go.
I'll give her credit on that one. It's a good shot.
Time winding down, and that shot way off. King's got the rebound. She's going to let it dribble out. That's going to do us for the first half of play. The Lady Braves are going to lead it 38-23 over your Lady Devils. All right, folks, we're back for second half action. It's been all Lady Braves here in the first half, 38-23. And we'll see what the Lady Devils and Coach Michael Turner can draw up here in the second half to try to stem the tide a little bit. Jeff, what do you got going on over there with some stats?
Well, stat-wise, leading the Lady Devils so far, you got Gabby Jones with 5. You got freshman Ashton Yance with 4. Lindsey Hicks with 4. Gabby leads us with rebounds with 5. Ashton also with 4. Then you got Lindsey with 3 assists. So a lot of them doing a lot of different things. It's just not adding up like we want it to right now.
On the Braves side, their scoring is a lot more distributed than what I expected. I expected Pooh King to be their primary scorer, and she's not been that at all. She's been their facilitator. She's been their
facilitator, and it's kind of amazing to watch some of their girls. They all play just alike. It don't matter their size or anything else. They can all handle the ball. They can all shoot, and it's just kind of one group out there working as a one.
And they spot up very well off of what she does, and they get good motion. They're always a danger from the 3. They're a very good ball club.
Yes,
we
they
knew
are.
that coming in, though, and we were anxious to see how this Lady Devil hot streak would stack up, and we're finding out that it's not bad. There's a lot of good things going on out there for the Lady Devils. We'll just have to make more shots.
Yes.
And I think in a year or two, when Ashton and Ayanna are a year or two older, it'll be easier to handle this pressure than it is right now for them. West goes off the screen. And King picks up her dribble, but outlets it easily to Wolf over there. She goes inside to Brown, who's working in there, partially blocked, but Hicks is standing on the line, and it will be Brave basketball. This Cherokee team has made it very difficult for Swain to score on the turnover side. They have forced Swain into 18 turnovers in one half, and now the officials would like everybody moved off the mat, which is a good idea.
I don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a good problem
right up there. There's some spots. You just got to kind of wedge your way into them.
It's nice to be able to say something like that, though, for a change.
It's been a while. There, all the way to the hole is Tisa Teskey, who's much better than what I thought advertised-wise coming into this. She's a very good basketball player.
Yes, she is. That's 9 points for her.
Now it's fumble out of bounds by Medlin, trying to keep her toes on the line. It'll be back to Cherokee here right away off to a, 0-0. I thought they scored. They did, so it's a 2-0.
They did, 2-0
run. King to her left against West again. And that's a hook shot up and in by Brown.
8 points for Brown.
Well, when you get to be 18-1, if that's what their record is, you don't get that way with one player doing all the work.
No, you don't.
And that's Tisa Teskey with a steal. Back to King. She goes inside nicely to Wolf, who lays it in. Timeout, Michael Turner right away. 6-0 run to open the third quarter by the Braves, and it's a flat-footed Lady Devil defense, to be quite frank, that's causing that.
Yeah, a lot of energy from the Maroon side right now, and our girls just look like they've come out of the half just kind of lethargic acting.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It's not the team that we've seen in the last 8 games by any stretch.
No, it's not.
And they have got to figure out that they've got to get back to playing that way, regardless of who they play, or trying to, but that's hard to do.
Yes, it is.
So now we've got law enforcement officials and school personnel officials trying to move people off the mats so they're not right underneath the basket, and that's going to be tough to do. Most of the entryways are full. The lobbies are full. The seats are full, and that's, as you alluded to, a very good thing. And we're seeing some very good basketball, and it's not out of the stretch of imagination, Jeff, to say that there's some great basketball being played in Swain County this year.
Yes, there is. I'm very proud of all of our teams thus far. They're all very, very competitive, play hard, and on any given night, they can beat anybody. They've all proved that.
Yeah, they have, and it's been a good season for both of them. And Smith is fouled to the ground hard. Wolf tries to help her up over there. Good sportsmanship by Shelby Wolf, the junior. And that will send Smith to the line to shoot 2 right here, 44-23. And as we said, 6-0 run to open this quarter. Lady Devils need to stem that tide with some points right here, and Smith will go to the line. She was the leading scorer when she had to sit down due to foul trouble, Jeff.
Knocks it down.
That was a big moment in the first half for Swain. So now Smith makes the first one and gets Swain off the 23-point snide. Now we'll have a second one on her way. And a case can be made that Alyssa was the most productive player on the court for Swain when she was in the game in the first half.
Yes.
Unfortunately, those 3 fouls took her out of the rotation because she couldn't stay in at that point. King all the way around on the swing around, kicks it to the corner, back up top. Brown has a clean look. Now she goes to the hole all the way in and lays it in.
She's extremely athletic.
She is, and she's a non-traditional post player in that she's not very tall, really, but she's able to use her body well.
Yes.
Smith in the corner now, turns and looks, finds Jones streaking but can't get it to her. It's tipped out of there by King, and she'll come away with it and steam the other way. I don't know what we've got her for statistically on steals, but I can see why it says that she averages 6 a game.
She's at 6 right now.
Yeah, so, you see those stats sometimes and you're like, I don't know about that. That seems a little unrealistic. And then you watch them play and you're like, nope, probably not.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably not. So King into the front court now against West, and she just hands it off to Wolf, who's over to Brown, who I think I can make an argument for has been their most productive player when she's on the court.
Yes, oh yes.
Which is a surprise to most of us. Off the back iron, and there she is again with an offensive rebound. Right back to Tisa Teskey, lays it in. Rebound assist for Brown, and, like I said, she's very productive when it comes to that. Hicks beats the press on her own, kicks it to Smith, pull-up jumper on the way, and Smith knocks it down. So Alyssa having a game.
Yes, she is. 7 for her.
And she is keeping the Lady Devils close if they are. Now the lead is ballooned to 21, so they've got to get busy making up some ground, and I'm not sure defensively if they can pull that off because of foul trouble, Jeff.
I agree.
That'll be out of bounds, and it'll be Swain ball. Treadway and Yance into the lineup quickly. And if you're wondering why would Coach Turner take Smith out as hot as she was, it all boils down to that's the regular rotation.
Yes, that's right.
And Alyssa, as a diabetic, needs to stay in that regular routine so that she can be effective. It'll be a short rest. It'll be a short rest, I'm quite certain, for Alyssa. And into the ballgame will be Raylan Bark.
That's 4 fouls on Tisa Teskey.
And she has been very productive for this Brave squad.
Yes, she has.
9 points in her time on the court. Medlin brings it in. Now kicks it to Hicks, who tries to set the Swain offense. Back to Medlin, over to Yance. Yance with that left hand that we've seen her use, and that's going to be a foul on Pooh King. And I'm not sure that was a foul, Jeff, to be honest with you. Especially if you're the reigning Smoky Mountain Conference Player of the Year.
You'd like to get that call. Only her first.
So Yance will go to the free throw line. It's 5:09 left in this period. Yance misses that one. And we'll have a second one for her troubles. Men's action coming up following between the 2 unbeaten teams in Smoky Mountain Conference play. Somebody will leave here tonight as sole possession of first place in Smoky Mountain Conference men's division. So that game coming up. Many would say that's the marquee, but Jeff, really to me, all 3 of these games took on pretty big meaning from the get-go just because of the rivalry and the way both teams were playing hot, that you really felt like that all 3 games would be entertaining. The JV boys for Swain, there's another one of those Isaiah Thomas-like layups by Pooh King. Yes, I can use that reference. I'm a Celtic fan. And that's Brown with an offensive rebound. Treadway trying to lay down. I don't know if they called it on Treadway or Medlin.
It's going to be Medlin, her second.
JV's in the JV action, Swain wins that one 64-54 to remain unbeaten in Smoky Mountain Conference play. These 2 teams will see each other again a week from tomorrow at Cherokee. So as if they weren't familiar with each other already, they'll get familiar over the next 2 weeks. That one rattles around and out. Treadway overruns the rebound and misses it. It's raked out of there by Treadway. Now to the floor they spill, and it'll be a jump ball. Jones up off the Swain bench. She'll check in. Let's see who she's got. She's got Treadway, who again bought some good minutes while she was in there. And that's exactly what Coach Michael Turner needs in this situation with foul trouble, is one of the bench players to step up and buy some time.
One thing he knows about Tora, he knows she'll mix it up when she gets in there. She's not afraid of anything that's going on out here.
No, that's a fact. And she don't mind contact and having some contact, and that's a good thing in these situations. Right. So Swain will inbound it quickly right back to Hicks, to Medlin in the corner, double team on the way. West cutting all the way to the hole, lays it in, it doesn't go. Coming out of there is Wolf with it. Wolf weaves her way back and forth across midcourt now. Yance is on her. She'll pass it off to Brown. West has her now. And that's a height thing as much as anything. Good ball movement, just trying to lose people in the defensive scheme of things.
Just trying to get that corner turned, yep.
And West trying to cut off that corner will be called for the foul.
Her second.
So no foul trouble for Ayanna, but to inbound it now will be Jamie Lossy over there. With the Braves moving around, she'll go deep to Brown. Thought about a three, now she thinks about it again. Ball fake goes to the hole, finds Lossy back out to Wolf. That's Carla Wolf. That is Shelby Wolf. She turns the corner, Yance a hand on it. May have forced that out, and there goes Jones trying to dribble out of there as we talked about, and ends up throwing it away. And that was a wild play as they both go down. Medlin strips that one away, and some rough and tumble play for both teams. West all the way to the hole, and she will get called on the foul by Tamaya Brown.
I believe that's her third.
And that's a good thing, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to get her out of there.
Brown now with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and a pair of assists or 3 assists. I can't read across that line very well.
3.
So she has been dynamite for this team. West missed the free throw. Smith, as we predicted, quickly back into the lineup. She'll give Medlin a quick breather. And the end of the game is Melly Jackson, who gave the Braves some solid minutes in the first half. There's not really been any bad basketball played out here.
No, there's not. I mean, any rotation that Coach Mintz wants to put in for the Braves right now, it's not a huge drop-off at all.
That one doesn't go in, and that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Considering we had 2 trips down on the other end where players were on the floor and nothing called.
Wow.
To call Smith's 4th foul on that is just ludicrous.
Oh, my Lord. Coach Turner, he don't even know what to do other than just smile. Lord have mercy.
So Swain's most productive player takes a seat. Pooh King works against West into the front court. Hesitation, beats it, goes to the corner. Wasn't ready for it. Jackson drives and penetrates, gets it off. Yance has got the rebound. She'll go all the way down. She's left-hand dominant, and she will go hard with her left hand, and that foul will be on Shelby Wolf.
Her second.
So Ashton Yance back to the free throw line. The Lady Devils 10 of 20 on the night.
10 of 20.
The Braves 13 of 17, so they're getting to the line. It's just a question of being able to make them.
Knock them down. That's right. Atta girl.
And Ashton does just that. And continues her solid play now with 5 points.
Yes.
That one's front ironing off, rebounded by Shelby Wolf. She'll bring it up herself, kicks it ahead to King. Yance in the lead and blocks the shot, but a foul will be on Yance. So Pooh King will go to the line.
Should be Ashton's first.
Pooh with 11, and that's sneaky. I didn't think she had 11, to be honest with you. She has 11. And this is her first trip to the free throw line. And it's good for the senior. Taylor Collins making her first appearance in the second half. A freshman, but the height on Swain's team belongs to Miss Collins at 5'10".
Yes.
So to shoot it again will be Pooh King looking for her 13th point. And it rattles around and out. Collins with a rebound. She's strong with it. Swatted away. Now hits Yance. Yance tries to dribble it. Now it'll be Hicks. With 2 Braves looking to double team her. Kicks it ahead to Yance. Yance pulls it back out. Back to Hicks. And now Swain will set their offense. Medlin and Jones. Jones ball fakes over to Yance. Yance's shot is up. Back iron and off. Rebounded in there by Wolf. And here comes King, numbers her way, 3-on-2. Jones and Yance, or check that Hicks back all the way on the baseline, and we got a foul on the drive over there, probably on Taylor Collins. Yes, it is.
Her second.
That'll be 5 team fouls, I believe, as we steamroll towards 1-1 again. And now inbounding. The Braves look to get an easy basket. They do just that. As Swain got lost on the screen right there. Now Hicks with 3 running towards her. Kicks it ahead to Collins to Yance. Yance fumbles it out of bounds. 52-29, 2:21 remaining in the third period of play. These unforced errors beginning to pile up big time for the Lady Devils. So King walks it into the front court now to set the Braves offense. A screen on Yance, and it's an illegal screen called on Carla Wolf.
It'll be her third.
So foul trouble kind of mounting for both teams, although I believe the Braves are in a better position to absorb that foul trouble
they are.
than the Lady Devils are. half-court trap coming as they try to force the ball out of Hicks's hands. Collins posts hard inside. Medlin on that wing looks for Cutter, none there. Now she'll dribble it around him, try to go all the way baseline and hand it back in. It's stolen by Jackson, who fires it out to Wolf. Wolf against Hicks.
Oh,
Hicks
nice steal.
Nicely done by Lindsay. She'll come the other way, try to go to her right. She's got to look out for Wolf coming the other way. Jones all the way in and lays it in. Gabby Jones uncontested. And it's 52-31 now as the Lady Devils fight back at the 140 mark. Kiera Shook up off the Swain bench in his final third quarter, trying to buy a little time. Ball fake laid in by Bark. Nicely done by the freshman. Three-quarter court trap now by the Braves. We said it never goes away. It just changes where it goes. Another one of those unforced errors. And Shook comes in. Jones is out. And Medlin is out. Into the game will be Jordan Maney for the Braves, and also Emma Stamper checks in as well. So both coaches going deep to their bench here to try to get a little breather here at 120 and counting. And Jeff, I don't know that I've played in this kind of setting before. You have. Is the crowd a little bit more draining on you physically as you play than what it normally would be? The atmosphere, the heat in the gym itself?
For me, I loved it, man. I just drew from it. It just amped you up even more. And as long as you were kind of being successful in the one ahead, man, you could keep drawing from it. I loved playing in front of crowds like this.
Well, offensive rebound by Anna West. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair here. And that was good for West. The foul, I believe, was on Stamper.
25, yes.
She's brand new into the game, so it's got to be her first. And we're at 7 fouls for Cherokee, so Swain will shoot one and
knocks
one.
them down, that a girl.
The rest of the way, and that puts West up to 6 points on
yes,
the
it
night.
Does.
No Lady Devil in double figures yet. They've done a good job on Hicks by making her work so hard to get the ball up court. It kind of eliminates her offensively at times.
It does. Once she gives it up, she's having a hard time getting it back, especially even in any kind of shape, shoot the ball. I started to say football. Lord have mercy.
And Hicks reaches in and is called for the foul there. I believe that's 3 on her.
It is 3.
46.8 seconds remaining in the third period. And King inbounds it to Bark. Hicks to guard her. She'll back off and give her some room. Cherokee spreads out, giving Raylan Bark a chance to penetrate here against Hicks. Bark is a freshman, as we said. And she'll dribble it back and forth to wind time down. Now she pulls it back out. Penetrates in, hands it off to King, who will turn the corner, go all the way in, lay it up over Collins. And Pooh King with that one. We're at 13 seconds left. 10, 8. Yance with the shot. It back irons and off. Rebound in there by Maney, and that one spills out of bounds, but not before the quarter ends. And you see Cherokee extend to a 56-33 lead here through 3 quarters. We'll be back with the fourth. Eight minutes remain in this one. The Lady Devils face a 23-point deficit here to open the fourth quarter of play. And on top of that, they also face some pretty significant foul trouble. Alyssa Smith will check back in with 4 fouls. And Cherokee will have the ball to open play here in the fourth. They return with their starters, and that includes Tori Tisa-Teskey, who also has 4 fouls. So the 2 4-foul girls will line up with each other and see what happens. And now Smith gets swapped off to Pooh King, and that's not a good matchup for Swain at all. Brown brings it around on the outside. King goes all the way through Now Medlin checks her inside, and that's spilled to the floor with Smith. West now down on the floor, and no call, and they call a travel. Good hustle by the Lady Devils, and Tamaya Brown comes out of there with a shot to the cheek. She's wincing a little bit. She'll get it up top and spread it back out. The Braves in no hurry to score at this point, just looking for the win. Medlin comes around on defensive end now inside. Hicks tries to help, kicks it back out and out of bounds. So Swain will inbound it from right in front of the very large section of fans on hand for tonight's game. And this, of course, is a season high in attendance for us, no doubt about it, probably for the last 5 or 6 seasons, to be honest with you. Kick to Brown. As we've seen her make those three, she runs the runner inside. It falls to Jones, who will bring it out against Pooh King all the way down, and Jones lays it up and off, misses it. West tries to follow that shot and is fouled on the play.
Nope. 14.
But that sends Ayanna West back to the free throw line.
This will be her 7th and 8th shot from the free throw line tonight. 4-6. Good throw.
The third quarter was an 18-10 run by the Braves to separate themselves even more from the Lady Devils. West puts the Lady Devils up 1-0 in the fourth. Second one rolls home.
4 in a row.
So Pooh King steams into the front court now, guarded by West, and will reset the offense. Now she tries to turn the corner. West cuts her off. Medlin switches inside. Nice give and go fake right there. They miss it. Jones with a rebound. Chased out of there by two Braves and finds her way on the sideline. Nice
look.
Gabby Jones bounce pass half court. Alyssa Smith with an easy lay-in, and Smith and West providing the offense. Brown tries to get it underneath there. Hicks comes out of there with it. She'll steam ahead one-on-one, and that's up and rolls off. But there's Smith. Couldn't get that one to go, and 14, Shelby Wolf comes out of there with it. She'll lead a one-person break. Brown steamrolls around the corner, up and under, misses it, gets her own rebound, misses that. And Wolf gets a three-point play as Medlin tries to get the defensive rebound. So Shelby Wolf with the bucket and the foul.
That's going to put her up to 10.
And Yance and Collins chip in for Smith and Jones. Nope, Jones will have to stay as Medlin has 3 fouls. So Shelby Wolf back to the line. She has not shot a free throw tonight. Maybe she's the one we needed to be putting there. So West will bring it up now, guarded by Lossie. Cross to Hicks, clean look at a three. It's on its way, back ironing off. Jones fights for it, can't get it. Coming out of there with it is Wolf. Now it's 2-on-1. Hicks tries to cut it off, blocks it nicely. So Lindsay with a good defensive play there. Crosses over, heads into the front court, finds West with it. West passes it off to Yance. She's bumped on the body. Back around to Hicks at the top of the key to reset things. Hicks crosses over, goes all the way to the hole with the left hand, can't get it to go. And Jackson steams out of there with it, but will think better of it. Stops her dribble now and looks for Pooh King. Almost stolen by West, and that'll be Lossie with a three. 61-37 now in favor of the Braves. West into the front court. She'll go all the way to the hole. Foul on King. And so Ayanna West will go back to the free throw line, and she's indicating she needs a breather. Quickly, Medlin up off of the floor, and will check in.
You know, I said this last week, and I don't mean to keep harping on something, but to watch the growth that Ayanna's made from the first of the year to now, it's unbelievable. And really, honestly, this setting tonight, as inexperienced as she is, it's not been too big for her.
No,
she's done a good job.
It's not, and it's not too big for her or Yance or Collins. It's just that they've not been in here before.
They've
not been in this before. They've not played a team that's ranked in the top 10 in the state before.
No.
And had the success that Cherokee's had. So you got to play those games to figure out how to play them. It's almost like the old adage, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
And once you figure it out, you're a lot better for it.
You're a lot better for it. That's
right. But the biggest battle in those situations is them not being scared of the moment, like you said. You can't coach that. You can coach the rest of it. And I think what you alluded to earlier is a testimony to Coach Turner and his job that he's done here at Swain, and Coach Blankenship and the help he's given in terms of improving these girls. Yance, Collins, West, Smith, they've all made tremendous strides this year.
Holy cow.
Nice move by Taylor Medlin, but called for a travel. And 4:32 remaining in this one. Stay tuned after this one, folks. We should have a barn burner for you as the two undefeated teams in Smoky Mountain Conference men's play will square off. And as we said, most people would consider that the marquee matchup, and it's about to happen, so it should be a dandy. They go inside. Collins knocks that away. Hicks will go 1-on-3 to try to go. Wolf checking back in for the Braves as Jones checked in for the Devils. Hicks will inbound it from underneath our own goal. Collins and Medlin look to get the inbounded pass. They go to Medlin, and it is poked away there by Carla Wolf, another one of those super sophomores of this Braves team.
And their middle school team was phenomenal this year too, so it's not going to stop.
Jones with a nifty one-handed hook over Wolf, and Jones puts that one home, 63-41. I think it's worth pointing out that these are the type games in the past we would not see the Lady Devils break 40.
Yes.
And now in this situation with the scoring that we've been doing, that's coming a lot easier now. Offensive foul called with the push-off, and West will check back in for Collins. 3:23 remains in this one. Jones inbounds it to Hicks, who will bring it up court. Passes it off to West. It'll be a zone for the Braves now, and why not? King with another steal. She may have a double-double just in steals.
She's got 9.
Another lay-in.
Should be point number 18. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 9 steals.
Hicks with a 3. That's good for Lindsay. It took a long time for Lindsay to get a clean look tonight.
Yes, it did.
With that basket like that. King passes it off to Wolf. Wolf weaves her way around. The Braves showing no urgency at this point to try to score, which is a good thing for Swain's side, and that's inside to Jackson. Good job posting up. Good job finding it and kicking it to him. 67-44 your score. Hicks to Medlin in the corner. The trap's coming. Medlin is back across, and that will be on hard luck foul on Carla Wolf, who took the brunt of that shot as her and Jones ran into each other. And 5 new Braves into the game at the 2:24 mark. We'll try to set that lineup for you. 42 is Jordan Maney. 25, Emma Stamper. 34 is Jaylee Panther. Sorry, I couldn't read my own writing there. And 30 is still Tori Tisateski. She will probably handle the ball for this squad. And 23 is Lucy Lara. I hope that's correct. If her folks are watching, I apologize if it's not.
Do the best we can.
That one hits back iron and off. Medlin has it, but it's drug away from her by Maney. And she tries to go up court with it. It's called for the travel, so Swain basketball. So now Hicks will inbound it to Jones at the 2:20 mark in county. Jones on the perimeter to West. She goes back over to Jones, back to Hicks. Hicks with a 3 set to fire.
Boom,
and she makes out Lindsay with another big shot there. And even in this setting and having 28 turnovers in the game, the Lady Devils are poised to go over 50 for this game, which, as we said, would not have happened earlier in this season.
No.
This shows the growth of this team, although you may think, well, they're getting blown out. This is a good Cherokee squad, folks. This is not run-of-the-mill
no, that's right.
team. This is the best team in the Smoky Mountain Conference, the best 1A team in the West, my opinion only.
Yes.
Had it not been for some charter and private schools, this Cherokee team would have
yes, they would.
3 or 4 state championships to their credit, and I think that's a travesty.
I do too, Coach.
I think there may be some folks at home who don't like me saying that, but the truth's the truth. They've had very good basketball teams over this stretch, and they've gone very deep, and in each case they've lost to a charter school.
Yep.
Who went on to win it.
Yep.
And to me, being the best public school in the state of North Carolina means something.
Yes,
I know
it does.
To other people, but it does to me. And to me, that would be the Cherokee Lady Braves as the best public school.
Yes, I agree.
1A team in women's basketball. And here's to hoping they get a chance to prove that again.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm off my soapbox.
No, that's
now.
all right.
Off my
go with it.
soapbox on the charter school situation. Let's set the substitutions for you. Kira Shook back in the game. Charlotte Jackson checks in as well. Tisa Teskey just checks out for Cherokee, replaced by Lossie. Reese Welch checks out and gets Lindsey Hicks. And so 10 new players on the court for both teams. 126 and counting, 69-47. I suggest you go ahead and go get your soda pop and your popcorn ready.
Yeah.
In the next 11 minutes or so. Go to the bathroom, get that over with. That's what Jeff and I are going to try to do. And because settle in for what should be a dandy when we go to the men's contest here in a minute.
As fast-paced as that game's going to be, you ain't going to have time to eat your popcorn.
No,
go ahead and get it ate and all that good stuff, or you can just watch.
They can pause. They can pause that fast action and start it again.
That's true.
So they can pause and eat their popcorn.
That's true. We can't.
We can't. You and I have got to go at just the same pace they go. We're under a minute now, 69-47 your score. Welch and Shook work it on the perimeter. Welch backs it back around, hands it to a good pass by Treadway. It goes out of bounds off Jackson. And the Lady Braves chance has started. That's cool. Good job supporting your team.
Absolutely.
Kudos to you. No
I
problem
love
with it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And they're willing to spread it out right here and take the 30 seconds off the clock and walk away with a win. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So as we said earlier, folks, and I think it bears repeating again, there's some darn good basketball being played in Swain County.
Oh, and one.
Alyssa Smith continues to have herself a night.
Yes, she does.
What does that put her up
That's
to?
going to put her to 11 points.
Which should lead the Lady Devils, shouldn't it?
She is leading now. Yes, she is. You got Lindsay with 10 and Iona with 10.
And a chance to hit 50 on the mark here if Alyssa makes good on it. Rattles around and out. Of course, Treadway keeps it alive. Can she do anything with it? She tries to pass it off, and it's stolen. Shook pokes it away. We're to 14 seconds, and we've got a on-the-line violation. So it will go back to Swain here. I'm terribly hoping that this Lady Brave chant and their raucousness will kind of invite our student section.
Yeah, rub off on our people over there. That's right.
Get them involved.
I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll put myself out there. It's time that we figure out how to do those kind of things again. I'm talking students. I'm talking adults. I'm talking everybody. I'm talking from football season all the way through baseball and softball season, the whole deal. It's time we learn how to not be cool and get up off our rear end and support our teams a little better.
Yep, I agree wholeheartedly.
So Alyssa knocks down another free throw.
She's had a great night.
She sure has. 12 and number 13 points for the night.
They'll be out of bounds.
Hey, and think about this. You know, we had 2 unbeatens the other night. We said it was a 10-point ball game. I mean, this one right now is just going to be, well, if they hit some free throws here, it's just 18 here.
Yeah, and I think that indicates really and truly that this Swain team is a solid third place in the Smuggler Conference. Unfortunately, our record is not going to play in our favor for that. And that's a shame.
As Lossie knocks down another free throw.
So that puts the Braves over the 70 mark. It's really been their depth tonight, Jeff, in my estimation, that's made all the difference. So that's going to wrap up the girls' game. It's a finals. Cherokee 70, Swain 51. We'll be back. Stay tuned for the men's call. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the call of that game here in just a few moments. Hello again, everyone. Toby Burrell and Jeff Marr back with you for, I guess, if you want to call it the marquee matchup of the night.
Marquee matchup.
The undefeated in conference play Braves, who have won 5 in a row, against our undefeated Maroon Devils, who have won 9 in a row and are 18-1 on the season. And a minute ago is wall-to-wall people, and it is 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Yes, it is.
And it is electric.
It's awesome. I tell you, even just sitting up here doing the announcing, it's just a great feeling to see this many people in here tonight. You know, our kids, 18-1, they deserve this kind of crowd.
Absolutely.
They absolutely deserve it, a chance to play in front of this and back up what they've done so far.
As do the girls' teams.
Yeah,
To be
absolutely.
quite honest
Yes.
with you, the Lady Braves deserve that as well, and the way the Lady Devils have been playing, they deserved it as well. And these two teams, along the same lines, as we said, a 5-game winning streak versus a 9-game winning streak.
Yes.
And the Maroon Devils are back to full strength tonight, I believe. They
Yes,
have
we are.
Darren Blankenship back, Clayton Tolster back. They will not be in the starting lineup, but that will not keep them out of the ball game.
No,
and,
not at all.
Will remain to be seen if the depth of the Maroon Devils will play to an advantage tonight.
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, we've watched these guys all year long. Anytime Coach reaches and grabs one and pulls them off the bench, they come in, and there's not a drop-off there at all. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
I don't either. We should have a dandy, folks. As you can see, just looking around the crowd here tonight, it is the largest crowd we've had in a very long time, and it is an electric atmosphere. We can hear each other because we have headsets on.
Right.
If we didn't have headsets on, we probably wouldn't be able to hear a darn thing in here. And that will be different for these two coaches probably in being able to negotiate their team through all
being
this
able to
noise.
communicate. I hadn't even thought about that. That's something but to bear watching for sure.
If you are in a large program where you do this a lot, then you learn how to do that. But if you're like these two teams, it's not often you do that, and it's not a knock against the wonderful facility at Cherokee. But having been on the floor during a game up there, it's very quiet. It's
very
almost
quiet,
like a church.
yeah.
It's
It's
so
different,
big
yes.
that it doesn't have the atmosphere of being all over you like this one does.
Right.
So it should be very exciting. We, from the Swain standpoint, the big three we've talked about all year long, Evan Bradley, Phineas Little, and Zeke Bradley. But honestly, everything runs through Evan Bradley.
Yes, it does. We can't say enough about Evan. He's the quarterback of the deal, the facilitator. He's the Pooh King, like we saw of our team. He's going to run the show. He's going to not do anything like overly dramatic or spectacular, but he's going to take care of everybody and make sure everything's where it needs to be, and then he'll get his too.
Yeah, he will. He's a very good basketball player. We
Yes,
look
he
forward
is.
to that. We're going to have a dandy here tonight. Folks, we're going to step away, and we'll be back with your starting lineups and call of the action right after this.
And now let's meet your starting lineups for tonight's men's contest. First, for our visitors from Cherokee High School. Number 1, Ty Mix. Number 12, Josiah Rossi. Number 20, Holden Strong. Number 23, Isaiah Evans. And number 34, Sterling Santa Maria.
So we are ready for tip-off, Jeff, and this is as electric as I've seen it in a long time.
I love it.
I'm not even sure anybody could hear the starting lineups, to be honest with you.
That's the quietest it's been.
So anyway, we're set to go, and it's both these teams love to push it up and down the floor. And we've said it time and time again, teams think they want to run with us, but they really don't. This Cherokee team may be one that does.
They may be one that does, but I was looking at the point totals for the year so far, and if you look at it, man, we've got several more than they do, so hopefully that'll stay true tonight.
And tip controlled by the Braves, and that's freshman Sterling Santamaria. Ty Mintz with an easy pop for three. It's off. Bradley with a rebound. He'll take it himself. He's 6'6", folks. Good pass to Little back to Bradley. He fumbles it out of bounds, bounces off Santamaria, and now coming the other way is Lossie. Lossie pulls things up, guarded by Treadway, calls the play. He hands it off to Strong. Strong off the screen, looks back, blocked and in, and that will be Isaiah Evans with the initial bucket and the foul on the play on Brett Treadway. So Evans will go to the line. Braves lead it 2-0. We're 7:29 into this one.
I forgot what it's like to see Cherokee run a set play.
Yeah, I know. And Evans makes good on that one. 3-0 Devils. Full court press. Man to man. Nope, check that. They're going to try to double team the ball out of Bradley's hands. Little with it on the wing. Puts it on the floor for one dribble. Back to Zeke Bradley. Over to Briar Yance. Back to Little. Little with a pull up in the lane. Good. 3-2. Here comes Lossie the other way. Check that. It's Strong. Strong reverses out on Bradley. Can't do any damage. Isaiah Evans in the corner. Guarded by Yance. Yance pushes him off the ball. He tries to pass it back to Lossie. Lossie chases it down. Saves it. It's off of Treadway's knee and will remain Cherokee Brave basketball. So to trigger it in is Santamaria. And that's a long pass to Strong. Puts his shoulder down. We got an offensive foul on Holden Strong. Briar Yance stepped in there and took that one. And it will be Swain basketball. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Bradley with it, right back to Little. Little to Bradley. Treadway with it now. Treadway will set the play against Evans. Back to Zeke Bradley. Fake to three, kicks it back to Little. Little will take it, but he's on the line. It goes off, rebounded by Josiah Lossie, who brings it into the front court. Little steps out on him. Backdoor pass to Strong and laid in. No, check that, Santamaria. Treadway quickly into the front court. Bradley for three, front iron and off. Santamaria with the rebound. He kicks it to Evans. Evans all the way to the corner to Mintz. Puts the ball on the floor. Goes right by Bradley and lays it in. 7-2 run to start this ball game by the Braves. Her intent that Evan Bradley is not going to bring the ball up court. And there's a foul on Mintz. Good decision by Zeke Bradley to go post himself on that block.
Take it right to Ty every chance you can get. He's the one you got to try to get out of the game.
Ty Mintz, number one, the Braves' leading scorer. Briar Yance thought about a three, fumbled the ball. Bradley will not hesitate. He's got it up, riles around and off. Phineas Little with a rebound and sticks it in.
4 for Phineas.
7-4 Braves in the lead. Ty Mintz brings it up court against Little. Hands it off to Holden Strong, the junior. Mintz, also a junior. Lossie, a sophomore. Evans, a junior. And Sterling Santamaria, a freshman. And we got a foul on the play. Let's see if that's on Brett Treadway. If it is, it'll be his second. No, it's
number
on Little.
20, Phineas.
So to the line will go Ty Mintz for the Braves. The Braves have changed defenses. That was yelled out during that break. 8-4 your score now, 5:49 in the first period if you're just joining us. That one's off the front, batted away, but right to Evan Turner. Turner will bring it up against Josiah Lossie to Zeke Bradley. Zeke goes right by his man. It's poked, and it's off of Cherokee. Apparently Isaiah Evans doesn't think so. I'm not sure I think so.
No, I'm not sure either. Somebody should be open.
Little with a shot, misses it. Evans with a rebound. Now Evans will push it into the front court, guarded by Yance, hands it off to Strawn, and they lose Mintz on the backside, and he burns them for another layup, 10-4. Little into the front court, hands it off to Bradley. Double team on Bradley. and stolen by Santa Maria. Bradley tries to steal it back. Santa Maria goes behind his back and lays it in. Timeout Swain. 12-4 your score, and the Braves are pumped up. So these Maroon Devils have got to find an answer, Jeff. Early on, it's been the backside defense that's let Swain down, giving Time Ince an opportunity for a couple of easy baskets.
You just can't lose these guys. And I swear every point they've got so far has been right there in the paint.
Yeah.
Easy looks, easy buckets. And they're giving us a little bit of trouble with this press. Our guys it looks like we're just pressing just a little bit, trying to work the ball up. We just got to settle down a little bit, play our game. We're not used to this, so let's see how we respond.
Yep. And every time we've seen the Maroon Devils take a punch this year, they've been able to punch back.
Yes, absolutely.
And of course, that's the case, or you don't become 18-1. You got to take the other team's best punch.
So Clayton Katolster into the lineup now for the Maroon Devils. Brett Treadway.
So again, this is a three-quarter court trap. It looks like the zone variety, and a lot of this is geared to get the ball out of Evan Bradley's hand. Let's be honest. Yance breaks back door, and that's blocked by Santa Maria. And we got a call on that side. It will be on Santa Maria. So Briar Yance will go to the free throw line. The Braves are incredulous over the call, but it will be a pair of free throws for Briar Yance, the junior guard for the Maroon Devils. First one good, 12-5 your score, 5:02 left in the first. Second one back ironing off, Santa Maria with another rebound. He brings it up, hands it off to Evans. Evans reverses, goes to the right hand, clears some space with the elbow, lays it in with some histrionics. Zeke Bradley goes the other way and lays it in on the layup. So Evans kicks it right back into Santa Maria, behind his back into the front court over to Strong. Strong works against Bradley, goes into the lane, and there's a foul on the floor. And Jeff, quite frankly, if we get into this kind of officiating game, the Maroon Devils could be in some serious trouble.
Yes, we could. That's on Phineas. That's his second. So he's going to have to come out.
Darren Blankenship into the ball game for the Maroon Devils. 14-7 your score, 4:38 remaining in the first period of play. Lossie to Evans, poked away by Yance. Poked away by Katolster, and there's a call from the backside.
Wow.
It's a bad position call, Jeff. I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
The other official on the other side of the floor had a much better look at it. This official on this side was shielded by the Cherokee player. So how do you tell if there was that kind of contact?
I know.
Anyway, the Braves into the front court. And that's a deep three by Santa Maria. And
Holy cow.
He holds the pose for a minute.
He's got 7 points.
All the way down court to Bradley, who again lays it in. The Cherokee press being exposed there as they cheat everybody up, and Zeke Bradley going straight to the block. And that was off of Blankenship, I suppose. It will be Cherokee ball on the side, 4:02 in this one. Strong wisely lets it go to the backcourt, now picks it up and brings it in to set the offense. He goes on the floor, passes it off. Santa Maria goes, blocked by Bradley, pulled out of there by Yance, who weaves his way between two Braves trying to make a run at it. Pull-up three is off. He gets tangled up with Evans, no call. Strong is wide open on the other end and lays it in. Bradley rims out. He got hit on the arm on the play, and we got a traveling call on Ty Mintz. So far, the pace of the game has been to the liking of the Braves.
Yes, it has.
19-9 in favor of the Braves, and Evan Bradley will trigger it in from right on the A in Swain. It'll be deep to Yance, who catches it with feet in bounds. Blankenship with a three on the way. It's short and off, but he'll get his own rebound, hand it off to Zeke Bradley. Bradley spins, finds himself an opening, and rattles that one home.
6 for Zeke.
So Zeke single-handedly keeping the Maroon Devils alive here in the first quarter. And really and truly, if we get into that situation, I'm not sure the Braves have an answer.
No,
for
they
Zeke.
don't. There's that backside again.
But they do have an answer for that when the defense doesn't rotate to it.
Yes, they do.
And that one out of bounds. off of Catolster, and it'll be 21-11, 2:54 in the first. Worth pointing out at this juncture, irregardless of the score, that this is only round one of this battle. They will do it again next Friday at Cherokee for round two. So while a win here may put either team in first place, it doesn't guarantee they're going to stay
That's
there.
right, absolutely.
Bradley holding off strong, poked away by Bradley. Yance comes away with it, steams into the front court now, all the way across court to Bradley. Bradley three on the way, and that was good for Evan. And we got, the net. Okay. Thought somebody called a timeout.
I did. Big shot by Evan.
It was
21-14
now, 2:24. And walking it up will be holding strong for the Braves. Isaiah Evans pushes Briar Yance off twice with basically a closed fist. Mintz hop, skips, and jumps his way into the paint. Catolster comes away with it.
Nice pass.
And Clayton Catolster to Briar Yance, and now the Swain side getting involved a little bit. And timeout Cherokee, 21-16 your score, 30-second timeout by the Braves, so we'll keep it right here. And 30-second timeout by the Braves, 21-16 your score. We're a tick under 2 minutes to go in the first period of play. We've seen a heck of a lot of basketball already.
I'm wore out already. We're not even through the first quarter. Wow. I'll tell you what's unique to this game, though, so far, is both teams obviously like to get up and down. But the difference I've seen over the years, I said it earlier, is Cherokee still wants to run, but they're not afraid to get in a half-court set right now and run plays. We've not seen that out of Cherokee in years.
Yeah.
And this little backside pick and cutting thing they're doing right here, we've got to figure out how to stop that and get our rotation down.
Well, that's a defensive rotation out of a man-to-man.
Yes, it is.
You have to rotate if somebody's got to go help on the drive. Santa Maria just weaves his way through, and that's blocked by Bradley. And Evan Bradley takes a bump out of that, but no call. Catolster steams his way through and is fouled by Josiah Lossy. And that is the third or fourth on the Braves. They're even on that. Cade Mintz, a freshman, checks in for Holden Strawn, the first substitute on the Braves ledger. Bradley inbounds to Treadway, who sets the offense across to Yance, to Catolster. Catolster comes off the screen, back out to Yance. Wing three by Yance. It's off, but it'll go off of Sterling Santa Maria over there and be Swain basketball. So the Maroon Devils, Evan Bradley will inbound it from the corner. And he finds Treadway again. Nobody guarding Bradley. He comes back off of that, and it almost went in. And Sterling Santa Maria with a freshman foul there. And a senior move by Evan Bradley to draw that contact. He'll get 3 free throws for his trouble, and Santa Maria will take a seat. And that's not a bad thing for the Maroon Devils.
No, it's not, because he's been the catalyst so far, as he has 7 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist so far for the freshman.
And now Bradley back to the line, and he's got the second one. Holden Strawn back in for Santa Maria. And Evan Bradley will take his third free throw now. 21-18, the Maroon Devils have now inched back to within 2, as we're just under 1:30 in the first period of play. All of this and not even a quarter under our belt. 3 on the way from Strawn. It's deep and it's off. Yance with it. He'll run out. Lossy tries to poke at it. Evans tries to get it. It rolls to Treadway, who has it knocked back down by Holden Strawn. Yance on him. Strawn misses it, but Evans pushes it away in there and gets the offensive stick back.
7 early points for Evans.
Evans, a very physical player.
Yes,
he pushes it a lot with his hands in there, and it's not being called. That's out of bounds off Cherokee.
Yes.
And realistically, this is one of those games where the Devils might be better off not overpassing as they've done in past games. Need to take the shots as they come. And that one tipped by Yance. He'll keep it alive back to Bradley, who wants to work off of that screen and can't get anything. And now it's Zeke Bradley. He goes all the way across court to Treadway, who goes inside, lays it up, and it goes off the stanchion and pulled away by the Braves. Here's Josiah Lossy, dumps to the corner to Cade Mintz. He goes cross court to his brother inside, and they overpass. So Zeke Bradley now brings it up. We're under 30 seconds, poked away by Josiah Lossy, and on a string, Isaiah Evans brings it into the front court. And they're going to pull it out and wait for a final shot here. We're at 19 seconds and counting in this first quarter of play to Mintz in the corner. He loses the handle. He takes down Katolstra, and the foul will be on Cade Mintz.
He is first.
Darren Blankenship up off the Swain bench. And he's going to get Brett Treadway out. We're at 10 seconds and counting. Briar Yance will inbound for the Devils. He finds Bradley, who brings it up against Josiah Lossy. Passes it to Blankenship. 3 on the way. It's short. 3 seconds left. Strong weaves his way through there. Shoots.
He's got a shot at it.
And it goes. Holden Strong cans a 3 at the buzzer and puts the Braves up 26-19 with a big buzzer beater there.
Golly.
And what a shot to end a quarter on, Jeff. A big momentum boost for the Braves, who came into this game with all the momentum, and they kept it throughout.
Yes, they did.
And now it'll be interesting to see, as we said, you get punched, you got to punch back. So let's see what the Maroon Devils are able to do as we head into this second quarter of play. The Braves already breaking huddle. They like what's going on. They're ready to play more.
Yes, they are.
Maroon Devils and Scotty McMahon talking some strategy down there.
You know, a shot like that, though, I mean, that we can't say how much that's just huge. We'd fought, we'd clawed our way back to a 4-point game. We have the last shot there. They're able to come behind his back, half court, knocks it down to push the lead there to 7.
Yeah, that was a big shot. Swain will get the ball to open the second quarter.
Ooh.
And Clayton Katolster sets the offense, guarded by the freshman Mintz. Inside to Bradley, poked away by the junior Mintz. Now Katolster all over Cade Mintz. Holden Strong goes all the way through. That goes all from Strong's foot, and it'll be Swain basketball. And Swain will counter now with Brett Treadway becoming the primary ball handler. They want to clear it out and get the ball inside to Zeke Bradley. And they do. Bradley all the way through, and Evans pushes him from underneath. Like I said, Evans very physical with his hands. At some point, he should get warned for that, but he's not going to. Zeke Bradley's going to get warned instead.
Yes, he is.
And it's not going to be a shooting foul. Maybe that's the issue with Bradley.
It's 1-1, I think.
So Zeke will go to the line, 26-19, 7-point lead.
Zeke off. Rebound by Mintz, kicks the ball up to Strong.
7:32 in the second. Big long 3 by Mintz.
Oh,
he cans it. So 29-19, back up to 10 by the Braves. The Maroon Devils have yet to lead in this game and now trail it by 10. Katolster in the corner, guarded now by Mintz. They pull off of him. Clayton with a 3.
Big shot.
That was a big shot. So now Strong into the front court. Tries to weave his way along. Mintz pulls up again, feeling it. That one rattles around and out. Katolster is going to bring it up on his own. He's trailed. Kick to Bradley, back over to Treadway, fumbles it, improves himself, lays it up and in by Brett Treadway. Checking into the Braves lineup is Blake Smith. We didn't report that a minute ago, didn't see it. Ty tries to turn a corner.
That's got to be a charge.
That's a charge.
What's he going to call?
That's nothing
What's
but
he
a
going to
charge.
call? He calls it.
So Mintz gets called for the charge. Nice job, Brett Treadway, stepping in and taking that one. You could see it from our angle. It was bigger than life.
2-on tie.
So 29-24, the Maroon Devils inching back to within 5. Sterling Santa Maria up off of the Braves bench, and to check back in, he has 2 fouls. That's to Bradley. He goes around and in. Zeke Bradley having his way on that low block.
They don't have an answer for Zeke.
They have no answer,
no, they don't.
So they're either going to have to double down on him, leaving a 3-point shooter open, or they're going to have to let Zeke have a night.
Yes.
Mintz is guarded on the other end by Zeke Bradley. It may be an area where the Braves try to go to get some foul trouble on him. Strawn tries to go baseline, and Clayton Katolstra moving his feet is called mysteriously for a block over there.
That's going to be 2 on Clayton.
That was pretty quick. Phineas Little back into the lineup now, as is Santa Maria. Mintz takes a seat, and we'll have to see who's going to guard Bradley now. Strawn chases it all the way into the backcourt to get it, which is legal. Now he'll go up against Little, and he's called for carrying the ball. So Evan Bradley will inbound it. So Bradley a little higher against Santa Maria this time, moves one way over Evans, misses it, poked out of there. Evan Bradley pump fakes and lays it in, 29-28. So a game of runs, as on most basketball games, and punch and counter punch. The Maroon Devils in the midst of punching back.
It was a 10-point game, just seemed like 20 seconds ago.
And that's a foul on Zeke Bradley.
His first.
Darren Blankenship up off the Swain bench as they continue to rotate players in and out to stay fresh in this environment. It is very hot in here, I can tell you that right now.
Yes, it is.
Josiah Lossy back in. He's going to get Cade Mintz out. And now Santa Maria will inbound from right in front of the Swain crowd. Strawn tries to back his way in. Smith with a 3 on the way. Misses it. Yonts with a rebound. He finds Zeke Bradley. Baseball pass to Evan. Backed up for a 3 out of it. And nails it. And the Maroon Devils lead for the first time tonight. Evan Bradley with a corner 3. Big time shot. Santa Maria goes baseline. Blocked out of bounds. Blocked out of bounds by Bradley, who implores the student section to get involved. And I love the enthusiasm. Mintz back in for Isaiah Evans. And 5:14 in the second. And we've had a ton of basketball already, Jeff.
It's awesome.
Holden Strong loses Phineas Little and gets an easy layup out of it. And now Zeke Bradley brings it up court, crossover to Evan. Evan improves his position, fouled on the shot.
Meta boy.
Cans it. Evan Bradley starting to heat up with threes, 34-31 now. It's been punch, counter punch.
Yes, it has.
Hand off to Strawn. Pull up 3 by Strawn. It rattles around and off. Briar Yonts with another rebound, and he'll bring it up against Lossy. Check that, Smith. Blankenship brings it in, passes it back to Yonts. Over to Bradley. Bradley working a 2-man game, and he can't get there. There's holding on the play, it looked like, from our vantage point, and the pass was errant. Mintz with a pull-up 3 again. That one's off. Little tries to get it. It'll stay Cherokee basketball. And so off of Phineas Little, apparently. And to throw it in will be Sterling Santa Maria. And the Braves call timeout as they couldn't get it in. So 34-31 your score to set the stage here, Jeff. 4:21 in the second period. The Maroon Devils shooting 50% from the field. The Braves shooting 56.5 from the field. 37 from 3. The Maroon Devils 25, but that's heated up over the last little while with Evan Bradley getting hot.
Yes, it has.
And scoring leaders now, Bradley with 13, and on the Cherokee side, Holden Strawn with 9. Lead both teams in scoring. Zeke Bradley with 8. And you wonder how much of Zeke's presence on that low block has opened things up for the shooters.
It has to, because he's got great post position down there, drawing double teams. That's just going to leave Evan and the guys wide open. And we've held them to 5 points this quarter.
Bradley with a steal. And that foul, on Lossy.
His second.
He also likes to get his hand in the cookie jar. He likes to go for those steals and pry balls loose, and he got called on that one. Smith checks out, and it will be Evans back in for the Braves. Bradley at the free throw line. It's the elder Bradley. And he's got that one. It's I'm assuming 1-1 for both teams the rest of this quarter. 4:16 and counting in that quarter. Bradley sets and shoots the second one, nothing but net. 36 31, biggest Maroon Devil lead of the night. Lossie tries to make way against Blankenship, comes off, tries to turn the corner, can't. Blankenship right with him, and Blankenship may have forced a turnover. He did not. Strawn pulls it out of there, goes to Evans in the corner. Evans penetrates. Zeke can't get there to block it, and then right there is Mintz over Yance, and we got a foul on the play. It looks like it'll be on Blankenship. I think Darren.
Number 12.
That's a bad call. They need to question that. That was Darren Blankenship on that call, and they give it to Bradley. That's twice that official has missed who the call was on.
That's 2 on Zeke.
And that's a missed free throw by Bradley. Seth Parker making his way in, and Brett Treadway returns as well. It looked to me, Jeff, and I may have been wrong, that Darren Blankenship reached in
He absolutely
and committed that foul so Zeke wouldn't.
Yes.
And then it gets called on Zeke. Evans with a second, and that one's good, 36-32. It is a 17-5 quarter for the Maroon Devils, as Treadway will bring it in, guarded by their biggest player, Santa Maria. He pulls his dribble up, though, and now Little will have it on the wing. He tries to go off for the pick, can't. Yance open for a three. It's on the way. Back iron and no good. Treadway collects it and will reset. Parker goes to that low block, and that one's a foul.
That's going to be big. If that's Mintz, it's 3.
It is on Mintz, and that is a foul on Ty Mintz underneath there. And Brett Treadway will go to the free throw line. Mintz pleading his case. Treadway at the line, 3:36. And off of the good by Treadway, off of the Braves bench is Jack Lano, a sophomore. He will get Ty Mintz, who is very perturbed at the foul call. And this will be Treadway shooting his second one. And it is long, good. And that foul will be on Seth Parker. Apparently he pushed off. It'll be 1-1. Is that player control?
That's what I thought, Coach.
The free throw counted.
It did?
It did count, so there's 2 free throws there. Treadway made both of those, 37-32. It will put Santa Maria on the free throw line with the foul on Parker, who's checked in for Bradley. And
now we got something else.
It can't be a
What in the
foul.
world?
So an offensive foul on Jack Lano. Now, what are they going to do with that? Should that basket not be waved off? It was a 1-1. Would you not wave that free throw off?
What in the world are we doing?
We're going to shoot this one, then he'll get to go shoot another one. That doesn't seem right.
No, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I'm just going to watch. So Sterling Santa Maria will shoot his second free throw. He makes it. He is now up to
I got him for about 9.
9 points on the night.
With
off
that
the Cherokee bench is Menoch Grant, who will check in. And now Briar Yance will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
2 shots.
As we're up to the and now Paul Crawley's taking some grief because the scoreboard won't change, and everybody thinks he's doing it intentionally. Isn't it amazing how that works?
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose.
He sat there, kept score through 3 games, and all of a sudden now he's trying to cheat. So anyway, Briar Yance will shoot free throws when we come back to action. It's 38-33. The Maroon Devils working on a 19-7 quarter now and have taken the lead back over here at the 3:27 mark. Foul trouble stages. Ty Mintz on the bench for Cherokee with 3. And at this point, the Maroon Devils have Zeke Bradley with 2, and I think Brett Treadway with 2.
We got Zeke 2, Phineas 2, and Clayton with 2.
Clayton with 2.
Yes.
So Phineas still on the floor with his 2. And now we're going to talk about what's going on down here. I have no earthly idea, but so they're checking books. They're checking their list and checking it twice. I guess.
Pull your earphones off for just 1 second.
Wow.
It's deafening in here.
It is definitely.
Wow.
You're right. I was going to get to the point, Jeff, and it's worth making that in this situation, Zeke Bradley out Seth Parker in. there's not a ton of drop-off if Swain continues to want to go to that low post with Seth in the game.
No, not at all.
Seth at 6'3", 6'3 and a half, maybe even 6'4". Not as tall as Zeke, but he is every bit the aggressive post player in there and trying to work for position.
You don't lose a whole lot at all with Seth in there.
So Parker will give the Maroon Devils some valuable minutes here as Bradley sets out. Briar Yance hits the first of his 2, and now we'll shoot another one, and that one back irons, but Little's got the rebound, goes up, is fouled, and that will be Swain basketball. It had to be, but either that or a foul.
That's right, that or a foul. Absolutely.
One of the two. There's no two ways about that. So Evan Bradley will trigger it in for the Maroon Devils with no time having gone off of that. All the way back to Treadway, who now goes to Little on the other side. Little with the ball on the yo-yo tries to go, and he's fouled on the drive by Lossy.
And that's going to be 3 on him.
That's 3 on the Braves point guard, Josiah Lossy. A very puzzled expression, and Nolan Arkansas getting ready to heat things up for the Maroon Devils as he's ready to check in. Phineas Little will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way for both teams, by the way. Little front irons that one, and Nolan Arkansas will get Little, and in for Cherokee is Blake Smith for Josiah Lossy. And Little will shoot a second one now after missing the first one. 39-40. Phineas, a really good free throw shooter, and we say that and jinx him as he misses them both. So Strawn into the front court, guarded by Little. That's a deep 3 by Santa Maria, and it's short. Yance tracks it down, finds Bradley. He looks, finds Treadway. Treadway, one dribble, improves himself. Shot is off. And that's
that
saved.
could be our ball.
Almost saved by Little off of Evans. And now Evans will bring it up after almost walking. He goes blowing through the defense, and Parker gets a piece of it, falls into Yance's hand, and that's poked away by Strawn, and it will be Swain basketball. Arkansas still set to go in, and will now check into the game for, I think he's going to get Phineas Little for this final 3 minutes of this, and we've got a timeout on this end and Briar Yance appears to be bleeding, even though he may have a knee pad on. So now Blankenship checks in for him, and Briar Yance will go do some laundry work to get rid of the bloody knee pad. Blankenship inbounds to Treadway, 2:52 remaining in the second period of play. It's Treadway, Arkansas, Parker, Bradley, Evan Bradley, and Arkansas. Blankenship's 3's on the way. It rattles out. Evans with a rebound, and now hands it off to Strawn, who brings it up the court. Strawn works his way all the way around. Bradley and Treadway pass him off. He goes all the way to the hole, lays it up. It rattles around and off, but offensive rebound in there. And a foul on the play. That's Menoch Grant, a senior in there, carving out some space and getting a big offensive rebound for the Braves. And 2 shots for himself. That foul on Parker, I believe. Maroon Devils more intent on blocking the shot than they were boxing out and getting a rebound. Bradley set to check back in. Grant misses the free throw, so Zeke Bradley back into the game. He'll get Parker out. And Sterling St. Marie or Menoch Grant, one, will have to guard Zeke Bradley on the low block if he decides to go there. Grant's second free throw is long, and Bradley's got it. We got a foul. He blows his whistle and is not sure what he called.
Wow.
And that's going to be on Smith.
15. His first.
And that, I'm Swain, but that was a bad call.
That was. I didn't agree with that one either. Phew.
So this will be Zeke Bradley going back to the line, and we've bogged down here once we've got under 3 minutes. Both crowds are kind of now out of it because we're shooting nothing but free throws. And Bradley makes that one. And the Maroon Devils have now shot 14 free throws, and the Braves have shot 8. And that's been mostly in the last few stretch minutes here, and that's off Evans and Arkansas. They call it off Arkansas. And so Isaiah Evans will throw it in. Holden Strawn will bring it up for the Braves and set the Braves offense. Treadway will guard Evans. Bradley will take Strawn. And Santa Maria goes around the pick. Bradley tries to sweep in and take that steal. He gets a hand on that one. but Smith saves it. Now goes behind his back with some fancy dribbling. Finds Menoch Grant, who goes against Bradley. Figures out he really doesn't have much going for him, and now Arkansas with a rebound stripped away, but he hangs on to it. No look pass to Blankenship. He pulls it back out, finds Zeke Bradley. We're under 2 minutes now in the first half. Zeke will set the offense. He knows he's got an advantage. Back to Bradley. Evan with a three. It's off the front. And now Strawn comes out of there with it and pulls up. He'll reverse himself, go inside, kick it back out to Smith. Three on the way. Back ironing good. Evans the only player in there. He's looking for somebody to give it to. Finds them finally. Now Strawn will reset things at 1:27 in the second period of play. Briar Yance has repaired the bleeding and now will check in, and that shot on the way. Santa Maria gets it back. No call on that one. Zeke Bradley almost with a steal. Now he'll return. Holden Strawn off the screen, shoots it over Bradley, and Blankenship with a rebound. Blankenship and Arkansas are taking a beating under there.
Yes,
and that's
they are.
Menoch Grant finally reaches in and gets Nolan Arkansas, who will go to the line with 1 minute and 1 second remaining before halftime in what has been an incredibly fast-paced game.
Yes. 21-8 quarter right now for Swain.
The only thing that's slowed this game down has been the free throw.
That's it.
So now Nolan Arkansas will shoot free throws for the first time, and he makes the first one. Nolan, a very good shooter.
Yes, he is.
Cade Mintz back in the lineup for offense. Seth Parker back in for defense as Zeke Bradley will check out with his 2 fouls. So now no one on the court in any kind of semblance of foul trouble for either team other than Sterling Santa Maria. That one rattles out by Arkansas, and Isaiah Evans brings it up court. Nobody takes him, so he's going to go steamrolling all the way to the basket and lay it in. So some confusion by the Maroon Devils on defense as to who had who there. And Treadway goes by, Strong goes by. Another one
good look.
Dips inside, blocked by Evans, I suppose. And they'll get it out of there to Santa Maria, who's picked up by Blankenship. That looked a little bit like a carry to me, but no call. And now the Braves settle down with 30 seconds left to go before the half. Strong will work against Nolan Arkansas. And now will hesitate, try to go by. Treadway steps in there. We'll see if it's block or charge, and it is a call on Nolan
25?
Arkansas.
What?
He was along for the ride on that play.
What in the world?
Holden Strong will
That's his
shoot
second.
2 free throws.
God.
And first one is good. Briar Yance checks back in. He's got Arkansas out of the lineup now, 37-41 as the Braves inch closer. And it's a 22-10 quarter now, following up a 26-19 quarter by the Braves in the first quarter. That one finds a lot of the rim but goes in. Treadway turns. Evans is there with him, passes it off to Yance. Ahead to Bradley. He'll go off a screen, look back door. Evans pokes that away. Here comes Strawn into the front court. He goes all the way around and gets the spin to lay that one in. And once again, to close the quarter, the Braves have cut into this lead big time.
Got to get a shot up.
And we don't.
Not
That's
going to
do
happen.
the first half with the Maroon Devils leading at 41-40. We've had a thrilling first half, so the second half is yet to come, and it should be a dandy as well. So stay tuned here on the Maroon Devils Network. All right, folks, we're back here for some more exciting Maroon Devil basketball. If you're just now checking out Swain High basketball, look what you've been missing all year.
Woo-hoo, boy.
This is something. Every game's been this way. The Maroon Devils and Braves battling like two unbeaten teams in the Smoky Mountain Conference. It's been a dandy so far, and
Yes.
Jeff, it looks like it's going to be another great second half.
Yes, it does. I mean, this game so far has been exactly what everybody's been waiting on. Fast pace, tremendous shooting, just a lot of good athletes out here on the court tonight.
Well, for the Maroon Devils, it's Evan Bradley with 15 points. For the Braves, it's Holden Strawn with 13. But when you glance at the stats, they're pretty much dead even. The Maroon Devils 40.6% shooting, Braves 42%. Three-point shots 20% for the Devils, 25 for the Braves. Free throws 61% to 60.
Yeah.
Rebounds 22 each. Assists 13 to 14. And turnovers 8. And 6 steals and 8 steals. 2 block shots. And it's just pretty much dead even, just like
Yes,
the score. And you can't help but wonder, Jeff, about letting this Braves team kind of off the hook at the end of quarters has been a real bugaboo in this first half.
Well, that's what we talked about. You know, our guys fought back, pushed the lead, and it's like I told you, it's almost like Cherokee had given all they had there to start the game, and they were kind of exhaling a little bit, and we made a few mistakes and let the suckers right back in this thing. It's 41-40, and anytime you give Cherokee any momentum whatsoever, they're going to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and they did to close out that first
Yes, they did.
second quarter, first half, and drew themselves right back into this thing where the Maroon Devils had pulled away in the second quarter. So far, a tale of quarters. First quarter belonged to the Braves, second quarter belonged to the Maroon Devils, and we start pretty much dead even to start the second half. Maroon Devils will go back with a lineup of Phineas Little, Briar Yance, Clayton Catolster, Zeke Bradley, and Evan Bradley. So a slight departure there as Brett Treadway will be replaced by Clayton Catolster. The Braves will return with their starters, and the question you asked at the break is, would Ty Mintz and Josiah Lossy both return, and they both have.
There they are.
And Mintz goes straight over to the high post where Zeke Bradley is, and let's see if that's where he's going to match up. So it will be, I think, Braves basketball to open the second half.
Yes, it is.
We don't have a basketball, but if we had one, it would be the Braves. We did turkey shoot there at halftime and lost the basketball. So Santa Marie, didn't it look like that? Yeah. It looked just like a turkey shoot.
There were 75 people out here shooting a basketball. Here we go. Let's go.
You got the entire 7th grade in a PE class. That's pretty much what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
Strawn with a bucket and a foul on Evan Bradley to open the second half, and that'll put Strawn on the line.
Evans first. So Strawn, he's kind of turned into the aggressor for the Cherokee offense here lately.
He has. I think he's the guy that kind of makes everything go for everybody else. But he's made it go for himself so far. That one does not get in. So he will have a chance to tie it here with this make if he makes it. Again, he leads the Braves with 13 points. Bradley with 15 to lead all scorers for the Maroon Devils. Second one on the way from Strawn. It rattles and finds the scenic route of every bit of the rim. Braves come right back out to press. Bradley will walk it up. Ty Mintz with the interception from Zeke Bradley. And now Strawn looks to facilitate and does right to Isaiah Evans. Braves lead it again, 43-41.
That puts Evans in double figures.
Phineas Little takes it over on the wing. And now looks for an outlet, and it goes out of bounds off of Santa Maria. Santa Maria, another one of those Braves with a little bit of foul trouble of his own, I believe.
He's got 2.
So Little with it, back to
nice.
Good ball movement. Bradley lays it in to tie the game back up at 43. Evans to Josiah Lossy. Lossy will bring it into the front court, guarded by Little. 3 on the way from Strawn, and he nails that one. We got a timeout as the net's caught. 46-43, Holden Strawn having himself a night.
He's got 17 now. Yes.
And all of the Braves 3 points or 5 points in this overtime. 4 points in this overtime. Third quarter.
Boom,
Briar Yance answers. So we're going to go back and forth for a little while.
Paul better keep his fingers ready down there.
And Santa Maria weaves his way through, and now Strawn will face off with Zeke Bradley and call a set play for the Braves. And yes, you heard that right, set play for the Braves.
It's going to be that high post pick and roll
that's
action.
Santa Maria trying to go behind his back, and Bradley steals it ahead to Briar Yance, and Ty Mintz knocks that out of bounds. So
I'd like to have seen Briar went ahead and take that one too, old Mintz right there.
Yeah, again, that's one of those situations where you get in the habit of trying to be cute with those extra passes sometimes. We've done it a lot this year because we are such a good passing team, but sometimes you need to just shoot.
Yes, you do.
Shot off by Katolster. Isaiah Evans with a rebound, and now Strawn to Santa Maria as he steams his way in. Lays it up and off. Katolster with a rebound. He tries to tear out of there with it, spins his way free. Now has numbers, pulls it up, shoots it, and
knocks
makes
it down.
So Clayton Katolster with a one-man break and timeout Swain. With the score, Swain 48-46. Scotty McMahon calls a full timeout to talk things over here. I'm not sure what Coach Mack saw. He may be unhappy with the pace of play from his team. I'm not sure.
We'll see if I can keep an eye on him right here and see what's going on a little bit.
So this is a full timeout for the Maroon Devils. It gives us a chance to tell you that the Maroon Devils in mass will head to Highlands tomorrow night to face the Highlanders in a non-conference game. And then on Saturday, the Maroon Devil wrestling team will go to Rosman for the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship. So that's a big one for the Maroon Devils. The Maroon Devils finished second in the Smoky Mountain Conference behind Robbinsville. But this is a chance to earn some individual titles over there. And there's several Maroon Devil wrestlers with a really good chance at coming away with some gold.
Yes, they are. I heard the guys talking. They're leaving about 4:45 in the morning to get over there and do that thing. And our middle school's going as well. They've only been beat one time this year, so big Saturday for the wrestling program.
It sure is, and there's going to be a lot of big dates coming up for the wrestling program as well, as now we head into the playoff period for both dual meet and for individuals. They have two separate ones, so lots of opportunities for Maroon Devils to really shine here as the wrestling season winds down. Strawn with another three, had that sided. Mintz had the rebound. Katolster tapped it out of his hand, and he will get whistled for the foul. And I believe
three
that's
on Clayton. Yes, it is.
So Clayton, the first of the Maroon Devils to pick up three. As we mentioned, Mintz and Lossy both with three already. So Katolster picks up his third. Lossy chases down the end of the bounce past Strawn. They find him isolated. Front rim, and there's Yance with a rebound, and Breyer's been a demon on the boards.
6 rebounds.
Phineas Little off to Bradley, squares up, shot on the way, boxed out, but Yance is there for another rebound, misses that. Now Mintz with a rebound. But Ty Mintz into the front court, guarded by Katolster. Strawn wants the ball, asks for a screen for Lossy. He gets it. Bradley jumps the screen, and Lossy goes all the way in and gets the finger roll to go in. 48 all, 5:21 remaining in the third period. Clayton Katolster, guarded by Mintz. Bradley wants the ball. Can't get it to him. Katolster looks. He drives by Mintz, passes off to Little. Three on the way from Phineas. Bottoms out, and Yance tracks it down back to Little. Too cute a pass. It doesn't go, and it's pulled out of there by Strawn, who steams the other way. Yance gets a hand in a cookie jar and gets called for it. And so Briar Yance will send Strawn back to the free throw line.
Breyer's first. Be Strong's 5th and 6th free throw attempt on the night. So far, it's 3 of 4. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor.
Holy cow.
Okay. Well, let me.
Batted away by Zeke Bradley. Good defense, using his body for that one. He hands it off to Evan, who will walk it up and set the Maroon Devil offense. Now, Zeke Bradley goes straight to the block against Santa Maria. Ball moving. It's into the corner. And that's on Santa Maria.
34, his third.
And so Bradley, Evan will throw it in here from underneath the goal. 4:39 in the first. Katolster goes all the way baseline, uncontested, out to Zeke Bradley, over to Evan. Evan thought about it, improves his position to the right, shoots it. It's off. Katolster and Evans battle. Evans comes away with it. Here come the Braves with a chance to take the lead. Lossy weaving his way through by Little, kicks it back to the corner to Strawn, over to Santa Maria for a three. It's on its way.
Knocks it down.
From Sterling Santa Maria, the freshman for the Braves.
His second three.
51-48. Zeke Bradley will take one, and it is
good.
Answers. So they trade off threes there. Strawn with it. He'll walk it down, try to spin his way in. That's missed. Yance with his 9th rebound steams ahead, stolen by Lossy. Katolster picks it back up, tries to weave his way through all the way to the hole, and lays it in. Clayton Katolster, big bucket for the Maroon Devils. 53-51 now. pace hot and heavy. Shot is way off by Mintz. And 3:44 remaining. The Maroon Devils basketball 53-51. Phineas Little checks out. Brett Treadway checks in. And Briar Yance will inbound it to Katolster. Yance trying to do a little yard work down there where there's some wet spot. Hopefully somebody can get that. So now Yance into the front court. Mintz on him. Yance pulls up three. We've seen Briar do that before. He misses it. Batted away by Evans. Right to Yance over to Katolster. And they're sending two to shadow every opportunity that Zeke Bradley goes to the block now. Sterling Santa Maria and Ty Mintz are shadowing him and pinching him down there, which is leaving open opportunities on the other side of the court for Maroon Devil shooters. Here comes Josiah Lossy. He hands it off to Strong. Strong thinks better of it, sets the Brave offense, 3:16 and counting. Mintz coming off the screen. Katolster, Isaiah Evans.
He walked.
And a turnover will give the Maroon Devils the ball back on the side. Katolster will inbound it. Clock is still running for some reason. And now to stop. Treadway into the front court to Yance. He's guarded by Mintz.
It's not even.
Katolster tried to throw it, but Santa Maria able to get enough of his shoulder to slow him down. And now Strong reverses all the way around again. We've seen him do that three times.
Yeah, he's good
now.
at that move. That's his go-to against Zeke.
Bradley goes into the paint, running one-hander off the front iron. Bradley follows it back up. 55-53. 11-12 quarter now, hot and heavy. Santa Maria passes it off to Mintz, who goes baseline all the way in. And Zeke Bradley, a good job of playing defense that time, didn't do anything but let Ty get so far under he couldn't make a shot.
And visibly frustrated by Mintz, too.
And that's going to be Blake Smith into the lineup. He's going to get Mintz out. And so Evan Bradley will trigger it in at 2:25 remaining in the third. 55-53 your score. Yance takes the inbound pass to Zeke. Zeke improves, fakes, gets Santa Maria in the air, and then shoots it. It's off, rebounded by Lossy. He fires into the front court, trailed by Treadway and Katolster. Now he'll try to turn the corner, finds Santa Maria going baseline. Went off Santa Maria, but then off Clayton Katolster's foot.
Yes,
it'll be Cherokee ball. So Sterling Santa Maria will inbound it from right on the baseline. Phineas Little a little late getting to the table trying to check in. Katolster has Strawn out on the wing. Strawn looking for Smith to weave his way around. So here comes Lossy back. Katolster cuts him off. Treadway cuts him off. The hot pass is out of bounds off Lossy, and it looks like Clayton's a little shaken up. Phineas Little's got him out, which is probably a good thing. Not sure what happened to Clayton on that one, but he's in visible pain.
Yes, he is.
So the Maroon Devils bring it up. Now
got hit in his chest, he said.
55-53 your score. We've been on that score for a little while now. They go inside to a three-man triple team, and Zeke is fouled. They are content that they're going to triple the post anytime Zeke gets it.
Yeah, and that was a clear out. You saw him give him the thumbs down sign. All three other Maroon Devils came to this side, gave Zeke the low block.
So Zeke goes back to the free throw line with a chance to extend this Maroon Devil lead. And he's short on his first one. Zeke now with 14 in the game, but not successful from the line. 1 of 3 from there on the night. So he'll attempt another one. And that one's
knocks
good.
It down.
So 3-point advantage for the Maroon Devils, 56-53. Nobody's on Smith. They don't find him, though, and now Little will pick up Strong. Strong turns the corner, picks it back to Smith. Thought better of the three, out to Sterling St. Marie. He will fake it to Strong, but keep it himself. Now goes on the floor all the way to the basket. Treadway's there to get him, and Josiah Lossy somehow gets underneath all of them to get the rebound. And
holy cow!
Smith with a crazy shot that goes Little all the way down, and again, errant pass. Oh, that almost went. Foul on Strawn. And he comes out holding both hands up. So Treadway will go to the line for 2 in a 1-point ball game. 1:11 left in the third, and this game is just evaporating.
Yes.
It's going way too fast, to be honest with you, the way it's going. Mintz back in for Evans, and Blankenship waits to get Treadway, as Treadway will have his second free throw. 57-55. Maroon Devils lead it. Second free throw from Treadway is off and pulled down by Lossy, who now flies into the front court and is fouled by Treadway, and Treadway may have rolled an ankle there. And Blankenship checks in for him, and we need to wipe up a sweat stain on the floor, so we'll do a little housekeeping down underneath the basket, and the Braves will inbound it from almost right in front of that spot.
So 15-15 quarter.
I may be wrong,
fast and furious.
I don't think Evan Bradley is checked out of this game at all.
I don't think he has either.
And so some more yard work by the officials in this one, as Maroon Devils hold on to a 2-point lead. Sterling Santa Maria will inbound it with Zeke Bradley on him. Strawn has it, guarded by Phineas Little. He'll bring it out to the S and set the offense. Smith with it, back on the wing, looks for Strawn. Strawn shakes Little, now running one-hander is short, and that will be Swain basketball. Just making sure nobody got a piece of it. Now Evan Bradley will walk it up with under a minute to play in the third quarter. They clear out a side again for Bradley, who has 2 on him, and he's led the wrong direction, and now gets to that. That'll be Swain basketball.
Good hustle.
Off of Strong. And so now Bradley will inbound to Bradley. Nobody guards him. They guard Yance, and they're going to call Bradley for a carry. And it will be Cherokee basketball, 30.7 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Isaiah Evans quickly off the bench. He will get Blake Smith. So now Lossy sets the offense for the Braves, a 1-4 set, passes it off to Mintz. Mintz takes the screen, unable to do anything with it. Strawn comes off the screen. And Santa Maria will control it. We're down to 10 seconds now. The Braves will make their move. They have finished the end of each quarter very strong to either tie or take a lead. And Evans underneath by himself, guarded by Evan Bradley. That shot off, batted away. Blankenship with it. Phineas Little shot.
Got a shot. Oh, boy.
I thought that was going to go in. But nonetheless, the Maroon Devils hold service in the third and come away the third quarter with a 57-50 lead. And, folks, we've got an exciting 8 minutes to follow and perhaps more before it's over with, Jeff.
Last time you said that, it happened.
The Maroon Devils have played 2 overtime games this year, winning both of them. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility to see some extra frames in what has been a well-played basketball game.
Fantastic basketball game. You couldn't ask for anything better. The hype's been there for a couple, 3 weeks now, building, waiting on this thing, and both teams have showed up and really showed out, to be honest with you.
And like we said, this is round 1 of what will probably be 3 rounds, you figure.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've got next Friday, then you've got the tournament.
Yes.
It looks like these 2 teams could conceivably see each other again in that tournament over at Hayesville. All the while, the homestanding Jackets may have something to say to that if Josh Cottrell can get hot and they can get the crowd behind them over there, as the tournament will be at Hayesville this year. Maroon Devil ball to open the 4th period. And Bradley will inbound to Yance, who hands it right back to Bradley to set the offense. He's guarded. They're going to try to trap. Bradley's shot is short. It's pulled out of there. Pulled away by Zeke Bradley. He tries to go to Yance. Yance fumbles it away. Mintz recovers the fumble. And Josiah Lossy will come out of there with it, try to get it to Evans.
Oh,
and
good
Little
hustle by Phineas.
Just gets a fingertip on that to push it out of bounds. And into the ball game is Taj Lossy, a surprise entry as he was not on our roster, a late addition, and he will get into the ball game right here. So that's inbounded. Mintz controls that. Now we'll try to go all the way to the hole with it. Does, lays it up and in. Ty Mintz with a layup. All the way down to Yance, who catches it in traffic, hands it back to Blankenship. 3 on the way. It's no good. Mintz with a rebound. 57 all. Isaiah Evans with the ball on the wing. Thinks better of it, brings it back out to reset the offense. Holden Strom wants the ball. He's got it at the top, sets it up against Phineas Little. He's going to call Mintz over. Mintz goes to the basket instead. Santa Maria with a 3. He's been able to shoot those. It's off, and Little with a rebound. And tries inexplicably to throw a bounce pass.
Up and over, man. Give it to the big man up high. Whew.
And now 7:03. We're tied at 57. Blankenship will inbound. He does so to Bradley. Bradley calls thumbs up.
He's going to get a down screen here for Evan in just a second.
Little with a one-hander, and it doesn't go. 57 all. We're under 7 minutes in this regulation, I should say. Little draws the charge.
If they ever catch Strong with it coming out with them curse words, it's going to be a technical.
I was just running through my head the lectures that I've heard at the coaching clinic about not allowing that out of your players, and how that always only seems to apply to me for some reason.
Yes, I hear you.
But it never seems to apply to anybody else. But anyway, I digress. Swain basketball after a crazy couple of plays here. Evans looks like he's going to guard Zeke Bradley, but dogs Evan just a little bit. Evan directs traffic, calls a different play. Blankenship comes out, gets the ball back to Little.
Phineas was limping bad coming out of that play too.
And there's Evan Bradley, rims out. Now Strong will throw it ahead to Santa Maria. Yance blitzes it and causes the block. It goes out of bounds off Evan Bradley. It'll be Cherokee basketball. Clayton Katolster back up and back in. He gets Darren Blankenship out. And so Santa Maria will inbound it.
What in the world?
And we got a hold on Phineas Little before the ball's thrown in. I'm certainly not in any way, shape, or form saying that the referee should ignore everything, but I would really hate to see this turn into a free throw shooting contest in the fourth quarter.
Me too, Coach.
These two teams have played too hard and too well, but then that on the other hand is you can't just allow blatant holes and things of that nature in this ball game to be a deciding factor either.
Holy cow. Knocks it down.
Evan Bradley off the Phineas Little pass does a good job pulling that up out of traffic and knocking that down. Into the front court is Lossie. He's looking for somebody. Lossie's kind of fresh into this ball game. They kind of need to take advantage of him if they can. There's Santa Maria with a shot. Yance with another rebound. Yance has got to be at a double-double if he's in double
he's got 11
scoring
right now. Yeah.
Little with a 3 from the corner. It rattles around. Katolster controls it. Fights. Can he come out of there with it? Yes, he does. Keeps his dribble alive. Timeout.
He gets a
Swain.
timeout. Good call by Coach.
And Clayton Katolster working his hind end off down there. Talk about the glue guy, the guy that does it all. Whatever's needed of his team, Clayton Katolster delivers.
Yes, he does.
And he delivered a possession saver right there.
That just shows you his grittiness and his toughness right there. I mean, he was right in the middle of that 2 different times. Came out there with possession of the ball. Good timeout call by Coach Scotty, too.
It was. It takes a timeout off the board for the Maroon Devils, but it does save a possession and what could be a 4 or 5 point lead here. That's crucial at this point in the ball game.
Yes, it is. These possessions are big time because right now it looks like both teams are, I don't want to say getting tired a little bit, but it's not as fast-paced as it was.
Yeah.
And whoever can muster that energy to finish this thing in the last 5 minutes, 24 seconds, is going to win this ball game.
It'll be Swain ball from right in front of their bench over here.
So the ball swung over to Clayton Katolster. Zeke works the low block. Back to Phineas Little, up and in. And it rolls out. Lord have mercy.
Holy cow.
Woo.
What luck on that one.
Man.
How did that roll out? It was down, and then it wasn't. And there's Lossie. Nobody on him. He banks that one home to tie it up at 59 again. And again with a deep pass. Yance gets it and it's batted away. The Maroon Devils way too careless with stuff. And Mintz is going to get called with a foul on Phineas Little right here, and everybody on the Cherokee side is incredulous, but there was a lot of contact there.
I missed. I didn't even see it.
Well,
that's 4 fouls.
There's a lot of contact. Mintz collided with Catolster, who took the worst end of that, and it ended up being a foul on Mintz. I know the Cherokee folks don't like it, but it looked like the right call to me.
I see Cherokee's coach, she asked her assistant, play him or take him out, and they said play him, so.
That'll be off of Catolster Cherokee basketball.
They're going to leave him.
4 fouls, 4:51. I agree with the decision personally. I think you got to let him play it out.
It's too important right now.
If you go to overtime, you go to overtime.
Can't hold back now.
Strawn all the way down the middle again off a shot, and Bradley's going to get whistled for a late call because the shot didn't go. And 2 shots for Holden Strawn. So Strawn will get 2, and that inches us closer to that 1-1.
He's 3 of 4 on the night. 3 of 5.
That one front irons and off, and into the ball game is going to be Blake Smith. And he got Mintz, so Cherokee's going to sit Mintz here with 4:40 remaining. And Blake Smith checks into the game. Strawn's second free throw on its way.
And it's
it
out.
Rattles out too. Let's be advantageous with the ball. Let's not try to do too much. And we do. Hey, again. Little with a running one-hander. Here comes Strong.
Here we go again.
With numbers. To the corner, and Smith with a 3, fresh off the bench. He's off with it. Yance with it. Maroon Devils continue to doggedly push the pace. And Little finally makes good on that.
He's
hurt.
In the nose.
He's hurt. He's down. He's down on that side. Yance has got it. Breyer needs to hold it up because Phineas is hurt. They had a break, I know, but they got an injured teammate over there. I'm not sure what happened. Did he get hit?
He grabbed that nose. Okay. Yeah, sure did. Grabbed that nose.
So Phineas Little goes down on the lay-in attempt. 4:02 remaining. The Maroon Devils on top 61-59. This is an impromptu timeout. At least that's the way Cherokee's using it as. I'm not sure that that's the allowable thing with an injury, but anyway, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. That's right.
So they're taking a look. In case you're late to the party with Maroon Devil basketball, Phineas suffered a broken nose about the 4th game of the season and has had to wear that mask all year long. That thing is still very tender, I'm quite certain.
Oh, gosh.
And so now they've got his mask, his mother does, and I'm not sure where we're going from there. And he is making his way up, which is good to see. It will be Maroon Devil basketball when we return to action. Ball will be out on the side if I judged what the officials were pointing at correctly.
Yes.
That it will be over on the side. So the Littles have provided Phineas with a different mask. And he is up and coming off. Brett Treadway has checked him out for the moment to recompose himself. So now Evan Bradley will inbound from in front of the Swain home side. And Catolster's got it. He works his way against Evans, goes all the way to the hole and lays it in. Clayton Catolster, big bucket. 3:50 and counting now, 63-59. We start to get to cases now, and possessions become critical on getting stops. Josiah Lossy trying to work his way in, and Lossy falls, and it will be a call on Brett Treadway. So still out of bounds, but it's 7 fouls now for the Maroon Devils. So it should be 1-1 for the Braves the rest of the way. And as we said, we really wanted to avoid this at all costs. Evans checks out. Mintz is back in the game now. Josiah Lossy to the line.
He's not been there tonight.
And Lossy with 6 points has not been to the line. The Braves down to 50% shooting from the charity stripe, and he makes good on his first one.
He's a solid little point guard for sophomore, I tell you.
He certainly is.
He's a good basketball player.
This Braves team is very young. They're going to be a force next year as well. They do not have a senior on the floor of their starters.
Short.
And the Braves control it, down by 3. They try to get it to Santa Maria. I think it was actually for me.
It's going up.
Fires the 3. It's off, and Treadway with a rebound will come out with it. and head the other way. Sterling Santa Maria tries to stop him inside to Yance. Yance all the way back to Bradley. Bradley three on the way, just short. Mintz has got it. He comes the other way with it. He's a threat to shoot the three. Pulls up, thought about it. Sterling Santa Maria does, and it's good. 63 all.
Big shot by the freshman.
So now they direct traffic as to what they want. They want Yance to go to the other side of the floor with it. Treadway's got it on this side. And there's a lot of contact by Mintz.
That could have been 5. Wow.
And the Braves are going to hold it up. So 2:45, and let's see if they want to hold it for the whole time. Strawn drops the ball. Now Mintz has got it. He wants to turn a corner. Timeout, Braves. And we're down to cases here now with 63 all, 2:37 remaining in this one. And the question becomes, will the Braves be willing to try to hold it for 2 whole minutes?
I can't imagine them trying to do that.
I can't either.
Well, we'll wait and see. Also interested to see what Phineas is going to do down here. He's got this new mask on. Looks like he may be entering the game here in just a second. Big 2 minutes and 37 seconds. I tell you, I feel the pressure setting up here.
It is a huge 2 minutes. A lot of tired legs out there from the emotion and energy expended. You see it on the deep shots. You see it on the moves. And it'll be a question as to who's going to have fresher legs here to be able to make shots down the stretch. And the case is being, will the Braves decide they want to try to hold it with them in the 1-and-1?
Yes.
Shooting free throws, if we try to take it away with a foul, they are in a little deeper in foul trouble than we are, so it would be a sound strategy.
Yes, it would.
But it would be totally against grain that we've seen out of Cherokee Braves over the years to slow something down. But that may very well be the case as Strawn's got it. Now he will set an offense. It's a 1-4 set.
Back in that double high post look.
And Mintz is going to set a screen.
He
slips it. Katolster's there to help. Now Lossie resets everything, and they will try it again. They want to come to this side. Santa Maria against Zeke Bradley. Now a new call. Lossie brings it over to this side. Now he pushes Santa Maria out of the way, tries to turn the corner. And Bradley with the ball. Gives the move,
big basket.
Evan Bradley with a Rajon Rondo move to put it home, 65-63. Now Holden Strawn wants the ball. Lossie doesn't pass it off to him. Mintz three on the way, and it's off. Bradley with a rebound. Now Evan Bradley slows things down. He's going to be double teamed. He comes the other way off of a screen from his brother. Back out to Zeke. Zeke to the corner to Phineas. Phineas back to Breyer. Breyer over to Evan. Evan dribbles his way through. The Braves are not in a 1-and-1 yet with the Maroon Devils. So Katolster to the corner to Bradley. Bradley all the way back out to Evan. Now the Maroon Devils may be willing to sacrifice the clock, and there's a foul on Lossie, which I believe will be his fourth. And we are not shooting free throws.
I don't think so.
We're not.
6.
Not in the 1-and-1, so Bradley will inbound it now. And the Maroon Devils need to work some more clock here. And there's Yance was wide open. Now he's going to take the extended elbow jumper, and it doesn't go. Isaiah Evans with the rebound. Braves can tie or lead with a 2 or 3. So another play call from the Braves. Strawn calls it out. He's up top. Pass to the wing. It's out of bounds. It'll be off of Zeke Bradley. It looked like it may have went off Santa Maria, but indeed it is off Bradley, and Santa Maria will inbound.
Oh, boy.
Yance tried to get it, couldn't. Here comes Lossie.
There's Strong.
3 from the corner, and it is
Knocks
good.
it down.
Strong hits the 3, and we're under a minute to play in this game. Trailing by 1, 66-65. Katolster works the ball across the top. Yance with it. Little on the side, off the screen. Looks inside, throws it away. Santa Maria with it. He throws it up court. Mintz has it stolen by Bradley, but a foul on Bradley on the play. So 1-and-1 right here for Ty Mintz. The Braves lead it by 1, and now the Maroon Devils could come out of this needing a 3 for a tie.
Mintz 1 of 2 on the night from the stripe.
Makes good on that one. Josiah Lossy all over Evan Bradley right now.
Gets the roll.
He's not waiting. Cherokee takes the timeout. And now the Maroon Devils will draw up some strategy with 41.6 seconds left, trailing in this one 68-65, and needing a three-pointer to tie this thing.
Yes, they do. Huge shot by Holden Strong over there out of the corner to give the Braves the advantage. He's got 22 points on the night.
He's had a big night. There's no doubt about that. Huge night from Holden Strong. 6 rebounds, 4 fouls, 6 that's turnovers.
5 steals.
Yep. So now Evan Bradley will draw coverage full court from Josiah Lossy as they know what kind of three-point shooter Evan is. He takes the ball, and now we'll work it up. We're at 40 and counting. He kicks it over to Little. Little looks. Back pass. Bradley with it. Now he'll come out of it. Shot to Tolster. Back to Bradley. Looked like a foul. No call.
Boy.
And made a free throw there. Will put this thing away perhaps. So now to the line will be Ty Mintz again, who just canned 2 huge free throws. A chance to do that again and extend this lead to 5 and make it really hard on these Maroon Devils. This is a 1-and-1, so everybody needs to be awake if it's off.
Knocks it down.
Mintz coolly and calmly puts it in there. And now they want everybody back. Mintz makes that one. So here comes Evan across midcourt. They need a bucket and more. Zeke will step into a 3. It's on its way.
Knocks it
Good
down.
timeout Swain. So Swain still with life. 70-67 now your score. And the Maroon Devils timeout will extend this a little bit longer. We're at 11.9 seconds. And trail by 2.
2 points, 11.9. Got to play good tough D right here. Deny the ball. If you can't get a steal, you got to foul.
Yeah, it's pretty simple basics from here on.
And it don't matter who at this point, really.
No.
With 11 seconds.
No, not at all. So the Maroon Devils will try to defend. It will be Holden Strong to throw the ball in. The Braves look like they're in a diamond-type formation here. Maroon Devils basically have to switch everything. They can't let the ball come in. And Josiah Lossy breaks free. They go deep, and it's long to Evans.
Oh,
who
he walked. He walked. Yes, he did.
He did walk. You're right, and it's called on Evans. And it will be Swain basketball.
Ooh, that's big.
Timeout Swain with 11 seconds left. So the long pass worked, but it was a little too long for Isaiah, who really had to toe tap, if you will, as a receiver would to get his feet in bounds, and that's a walk.
And to me as a coach, that play right there has to be wide open. And if you saw the beginning of the play here, 12, he broke wide open here. This short
was
corner.
open in
All
the
they
corner.
had to do was get it to him.
They just have to kill time,
Woo.
and the long
Wow.
pass, no clock went off
No,
from the
nothing.
travel. So, and they were very close to it being too long and Swain getting the ball
Yes,
back
they
down
were.
here.
Yes, they were.
Isaiah Lossy's any less of an athlete than he is. He doesn't catch that
No,
ball.
absolutely.
And he's a tremendous athlete is the
Yeah.
only thing that saved that, really and truly.
Yeah.
So now the Maroon Devils need 2 to tie, 3 to win, and they've got 11 seconds to do it. And they'll have the ball on the other end of the court.
Here,
They've got
yes.
to bring it all the way up. I'm not sure what the timeout situation is from here, but Bradley and Katolster are the only 2 back. Josiah Lossy will guard Evan as he brings it in. It's to Evan. He steams up court between the legs. We're to 9. Off a partial screen to Phineas Little. Back to Bradley. Bradley looks.
There's Zeke.
Zeke's got it. It's on its way.
Oh,
Back
gosh.
ironing out. And the Braves are going to win it.
We got a good look at it.
We did. Got a great look
We got
at
a
it.
great look at it.
The Braves come away with an upset, what has to be considered an upset win
Yes.
over the high-powered Maroon Devils here tonight in what was a tremendous basketball game. from the get-go by both teams. And as we said, it's only round one.
That's right.
They'll line up and do it again at Cherokee and then in the tournament.
Yes.
And these two teams, it should be a heck of a battle when they do it again.
Yes, it should. Just a fantastic basketball game tonight. You couldn't ask for anything more other than a Swain win.
That's true. And Maroon Devils lose both varsity contests, but both of them were pretty good ball games, and this one was a heck of a ball game from start to finish. And hats off to the Braves for a big win. And we'll do it again here a week from tomorrow up at Cherokee, and it should be a dandy as well.
Yes, it should.
Thanks for joining us here on the Maroon Devils Network. You've been listening to Maroon Devils basketball here on the Maroon Devils Network. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you down the road.